sure of our love. I never thought of any reason, a doubt about us, and now I'm right back at the start. Halfway through a bottle, baby, and nothing's enough. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy, take it easy. Thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy. And you know how to forget all the wrongs and every reason why we've changed. And there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy, take it easy. I thought that I could keep it low. Take it easy, take it slow. We ended up just like before, so take it easy.
Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Spring 2018 Platinum Capped Week 7. Apologies for the stream delay as well as for us being in the dark. Our light, our ceiling light went out for whatever reason, like directly before the stream started. Didn't have time to go out and get a light bulb or anything, but doesn't matter. We're not the focus here. We are focused on the Platinum Capped of
Yes.
OKLCS. We're getting into the last stages of the split. This is week 7. There are only 9 weeks in the split. So after this, every team has 2 more games to play. And that'll sort of like determine where everyone starts out going into playoffs. As you know, top 6 teams will be going to playoffs. First and second seed getting a bye, and then the remaining 4, third through 6th, will play in quarterfinals for a chance to play against number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
So-
with Platinum Diamond, there are 10 teams in each league, so 6 teams get to go to playoffs rather than 4.
The first
Or-
game
well-
of the day is between Sky Fate and Gecko Slammed Armageddon. Oddly enough, both of these teams do have a counterpart in Diamond Capped. Sky Fate currently not doing quite as well as his Diamond Cap counterpart. Sky Fate is sitting at 2 and 4 coming into this game. GSM in a much better spot coming in at 4 and 2.
Yeah, and 2 and 4 is still doable in terms of making it to playoffs.
Oh, GSM.
Uh-oh,
Seymour gets
lands
caught
the
by a
stun.
Dazzle, just runs straight into him. The Dark Binding comes out, but it's not going to be
Wow.
enough. And Seymour goes down for first blood. Just runs straight into Sky Fate, not really paying attention, the mid laner of GSM.
Yeah, it looks like he clicked and then looked around the map, and then Siggy Wiggy, without even flashing, walks right into him, lands the tip of that stun, and then down he goes.
So no summoners burned on either side, but it will be a second Doran's Ring to start out for Goosey on the side of
Yeah.
Sky Fate.
2 Doran's Rings, 2 potions. Just, it's going to be rough to deal with in lane, because that's a Syndra too. Pretty strong once she hits, like, towards level 5, and especially level 6. Lots of kill pressure then. You did take heal, not ignite, so little bit less kill pressure, but we're taking teleport on the Orianna. I usually see Orianna go not teleport.
Yeah,
She's not quite as good at the teleport ganks as some other champions.
Just valuing that extra bit of pressure, they've got a somewhat interesting team composition. I think they're putting a lot of the emphasis on this game on Waldo more than anybody, because Naked Beekeeper, he's piloting Jin. Jin's not like a hyper carry type marksman in the bottom lane. Can do a lot of damage. We'll see whether he opts for lethality build or for crit build.
He almost plays more like a mid laner, really. He's got some decent utility in his
Snarfy's
kit.
gonna miss the Dark Binding and get dazzled, but XYZ is gonna come up, put some pressure onto Naked Beekeepers to avoid them trading back.
Yeah, he's got some good utility in his kit. He's got decent sustained damage, but not as good as, other AD carries. And he's got pretty consistent burst patterns.
Level
Again,
2
like
was acquired by
mid-laners.
GSM, so they're going to get 2 binds, a Deadly Flourish onto XYZ, a Dark Binding onto Dr. Siggy Wiggy. Waldo going very low in his jungle will have the Smite to pick up the red buff, no problem.
If I'm not mistaken, we've watched Waldo do very well on Shyvana on stream before. I might be thinking of somebody else.
Oh, I
but
think that's right.
Okay, yeah, okay. We have seen him do very well on stream before. And so the fact that he got Shyvana this game is interesting. She did get buffed recently, as did Press the Attack. When Press the Attack first got, quote unquote buffed a little while back, they did nerf Shyvana in compensation, but they since buffed her and then buffed Press the Attack as well. So two buffs recently for Shyvana. We'll have to see how she plays, because this game is on the newest patch.
Waldo is going to be a lot of the focus for the side of GSM. With Shen Oriana, they're going to put a lot of pressure onto Waldo to really do a lot in these team fights. Hakuna Matata with the Jax jungle, seeing a lot of popularity recently. And I really kind of like this pick. Ooh, good Dark Binding will land. The Guardian Shield comes out to keep Dr. Siggy a little bit healthier. The Jax in particular I think is really nice, because if you're willing to save Counter-Strike for...
Ooh, Levi might
yeah,
die!
This is going to be very close. Junior Siggy Wiggy will hop into tower range, but it will just be a couple shots for his troubles. You can save the Counter-Strike for the 4th shot of Jin, and then he's sort of left there trying to reload. He can't really auto you, and he just wasted a big part of his damage. Junior Siggy Wiggy really looking for something onto Levi's here. Flash wallop, and Levi's will Shadow Dash in to get auto attacked for another kill over to Sky Fate. Solo in the top lane.
And had that dash landed, I think he would have been able to take him out there. Are we just not seeing Levi's...
Yeah,
that was weird. The keystone doesn't show up when you're dead? Is that what it was?
Keystone?
Yeah, sorry. The keystone, his grasp was blank until he respawned.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah,
that was
there's
weird.
a lot of bugs on those side frames and spectator bug on this patch.
Oh, okay.
We saw yesterday there were some cooldown bugs. Everything was showing up on
off
cooldown.
Off cooldown, yeah. Okay, you're right. Okay,
But Hakuna Matata gonna look for
but that's too
gank
premature.
here. The Dazzle misses, the Dark Binding comes out, and Snarfy is gonna flash away from the Counter-Strike, already used the Black Shield. Good to flash away from that before it lands rather than after, where you still could probably die.
Yeah, it looks like there was just not poor communication, but just poor execution there.
Poor execution as Levi's goes for a Shadow Dash in onto Junior Siggy Wiggy.
Because you could see what they were thinking. He starts channeling the stun as she jumps, land the stun out of the jump. Could work. Could not leave a lot of time for reaction, but the jump is just a little too late. The stun comes down, and nobody gets stunned. And you just wasted the cooldown, because without him being able to free auto, it has a pretty long cooldown, especially at this stage in the game.
Especially with Black Shield available, I'm not sure if that was ever really going to work.
Yeah, because even if you're trying to stun as quickly as you can, it still is pretty telegraphed, Taric stun. There's like a long delay, and you can see exactly where it's going to stun. That's a pretty big window for Morgana to put down the spell shield.
But the
only thing I could see is trying to psych her out with the jump. Like you're like, oh, I'm jumping, and instead of going on the AD carry, you just jump onto her, and maybe she blows it on the AD carry, not paying attention.
This is not a trade I don't think Levi's wanted to take. He Shadow Dash in.
Hit
Level
6.
6 hit by Junior Siggy Wiggy. Gets the Gnar into the wall. Hyper proc is going to be there. No flash for Levi's. Gets the shield. Junior Siggy Wiggy takes a couple tower shots. Gets an auto, but he goes down to the tower 1-for-1 in the top lane.
I mean, Good on Levi, I guess, because he was going down there no matter what. So stalling just long enough with that shield and trying to stay at the edge of Siggy Wiggy's range ends up making it a 1-for-1. So
I think Junior
could have been
Sticky
worse for
Wiggy
him.
could have lived if he had played that better. He actually walks through the tower for a lot longer than he needed to get that last auto off onto Levi's. But you are seeing those 2 kills come into effect. He's got a 15 CS lead.
Shields and bone plating making this Taric pretty beefy during a lot of these trades we're watching in the bot lane. He just took an ability or 2 off of the opposing bot lane of Beekeeper and Snarfy, and between the shield and bone plating took like no damage. Something that the shoutcaster who's normally here on Diamond days, Benyona, he mentioned that maybe bone plating could make a champion like Nautilus or viable who has like additional damage while his shield is up, because you could start the fight, put down the shield, and you actually want the bone plating to protect the shield you have on, so that way you can get more of those DPS inflicting or DPS, those DOT inflicting auto attacks off. And so, I mean, it's not the same doesn't go for Taric specifically, but using bone plating to protect
Lucy
shields,
looking for
I
a
just
roam
hadn't
bot is
considered
going to be
before.
found by Waldo. That's a level 6 Shyvana. Deadly Flourish lands from long range, but Hakuna Matata is here. He's going to have to use the Dragon's Ascent, but he's left Seymour out to dry. Counter-Strike down, Shadow, or the command Shockwave comes out, but here's the Curtain Call on the other side. Seymour going to get the Stand United. Levi's goes in for a Shadow Dash onto Goosey, who has no Unleashed power. Seymour going to get jumped on by Hakuna Matata, but that was a mistake, as Waldo coming around the side will pick up XY Xevious as well. Dr. Siggy Wiggy, no mana. The teleport comes in from Junior Siggy Wiggy. The flash out to safety, and Junior Sticky Wiggy hops into the middle of GSM. 5 members surround the Gnar, and the Gnar will fall.
Man, it was a pretty hectic back and forth fight. We even saw the Orianna Seymour flash away from the fight into a bush, so that way Levi's could start channeling his ultimate onto him in secret. And so as soon as they continue chasing that Orianna after she flashes, they come into the bush, and then boop, Shin's here too.
So that was technically a 5v5, although it definitely didn't look like it. Members of Sky Fate rushing in to die one by one. 3 kills go over to the side of GSM, and now they're 600 gold in the lead when they were behind earlier. They also pick up an Ocean Dragon for their troubles. That's a very good dragon to have early in the game.
Yeah.
And
Infernal people consider, the best for the most part, but really it's at its best towards the mid and late game, when it's kind of actually you have more stats for it to scale with, since it's a percentage-based thing. And so, but when you're in laning phase, when there's trading and you're spamming your abilities for damage and wave clear, that Ocean Drake comes in a lot of handy, giving you a lot of out-of-combat region.
Yeah, Levi's is very behind because he went down first. 34 CS to 52 on Junior Siggy Wiggy, but Naked Beekeeper came out way better at the end of that fight than XY Xevious. Got to pick up that wave bottom lane as well as not dying. So he's now 20 CS in the lead up in the bottom lane as Levi's goes in for a Shadow Dash on a Junior Siggy Wiggy, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Gonna get punished by a couple boomerangs to the face.
Something I hadn't thought about before, but Shin in this Gnar matchup kind of struggles, well, not just because of the matchup, but kind of struggles with bone plating. He has no way to poke an enemy champion, and with Gnar being ranged, he can't get off a quick enhanced auto during, when they're last hitting, like you sometimes can do with Shin. So bone plating protects a ton of the damage. Because against Gnar, he can only go for long all-in style trades.
Both junglers showing up here. Waldo is gonna get Counter-Strike Sun, but the Dragon's Ascent is available. Press the attack was procced onto Waldo, so he doesn't want to go in until that wears off at least. Goosey gonna come around, just pushing Seymour away so he can't collapse as the Deadly Flourish lands after the Dark Binding. Dr. Siggy Wiggy still pretty healthy though.
Do you remember back when that short time when Ocean Dragon was the best dragon because the healing was overtuned and it worked during team fights? No. And you could get 3 of them in the middle of a team fight, randomly just bloop, and 20% of your health just pops back. This is crazy. It wasn't 20, it was like 12, but still, those were crazy days for that dragon buff.
GSM coming out to clear out a control ward. They have Waldo hanging around the bottom side as he takes that Scuttle Crab. Hakuna Matata doing a good job keeping up as far as CS goes with Waldo.
And okay, something I saw in that last trade with Jax, I might be mistaken, or it might not work this way anymore, but doesn't his Counter-Strike get stronger based on how many auto attacks it blocks?
Yes, up to a cap.
Up to a cap, gotcha. Yeah, so when we saw him pop that there...
Ooh, the Shockwave
Oops.
misses from Seymour, a really aggressive play by the mid laner of GSM.
I think if he really wanted to do that there, he should have let Waldo ult in with the ball. Could have been able to secure that ult a little bit better. It does have some delay on it, so if you're not leading somebody who has to keep running a certain direction or dropping on someone who's in the middle of an animation, very easily end up missing it. Oh, Levi's getting
Here we go. There's a two-man dive onto Levi's, and he's already used the Shadow Dash. Nars him away, but it will not matter that he misses the wallop. Junior Sikiwiki picks up another one thanks to the help of Hakuna Matata.
Going for the stun.
Deadly Flourish going to land into the Dark Binding. A little bit of an overlap there, but here's the Cosmic Radiance coming down. Waldo is here. They're ready to dive. They're going to go for the dive as soon as the invulnerability wears off. Curtain Call comes out, but Dr. Sikiwiki will not be alive for it. They will shut down Waldo, but it will be 2 kills over to GSM as Tower First Blood picked up by Sky Fate. But here's Goosey looking for Snarfy, but the minions will finish him off. Physical damage will not be blocked by the Black Shield.
That could have gone a lot smoother, but Beekeeper accidentally missed the first 2 shots of his ultimate, which while XYZVS was rooted, and they both just whiffed right by, and that extra damage would have meant that Waldo was taking less damage because Tristana was autoing him the whole time, and Waldo might not have gone down during that dive.
I also think that Snarfy pretty heavily misplayed that because he stopwatched when no one was focusing him. He didn't even have tower aggro at that time, so he kind of just stopwatches in place rather than either continuing to do damage or at least walking forward, so you don't have to continue to walk forward after you come out of it.
Yeah, just like those when you're you get in those dives and you're in that high pressure situation, it gets easy to start making lots of mistakes. So practicing among them a lot before games like this can really help quite a bit and make you feel a little bit more relaxed in that kind of high pressure dive situation. Make a few less mistakes like popping the stopwatch for no reason or missing some important part like not procs but skill shots like with Jhin there.
At the end of the day, that was a 2v2 bottom lane, but thanks to the 2-man dive top lane, it was a first Tower Blood secured by Sky Fate. It is 600 gold in their favor.
Yeah, still a pretty close game. Kills.
Interesting that Hakuna Matata has gone for the Blood Razor enchant on his Jax jungle rather than the Cinderhulk we've been seeing so much of. Just go full tank Jax and just try to be a zoning presence or a front or like a meat shield with that is enhanced by Counter-Strike and Grandmaster's Might. You get so much free stats. You get to dodge auto attacks for free.
Oh yeah, it makes him so tanky. The ultimate gives him a surprising number of defensive
almost
stats
killed
too.
Dr. Sikiwiki.
He's still popping
random
off too.
auto attacks. Levi's is taking some damage as Junior Sikiwiki reverts down to Mini Gnar. 2 kills on Goosey Syndra thanks to that first blood Seymour gave up randomly and picking up that kill onto Snarfy with the roam bottom lane. Could potentially take over this game for Sky Fate if he can find the right unleashed powers in the next team fight, start really snowballing, and just capitalizing on objectives after a 1-team fight.
Same goes for this Jhin especially. He's really gonna want to snowball because, like we talked about at the beginning of this game, he can start to struggle as the game goes on.
If you look though, he's gone for the Essence Reaver. So that means he's actually not super powerful right now. Seymour is just going to get a Shockwave into the Ocean Dragon. Walks in for a free 2-man Shockwave. Hakuna Matata dies instantly as the taunt comes through from Levi's after the Stand United. So
Even
it's an Ocean Dragon traded for 1 on the side of Sky Fate.
They're also going to lose a turret, though, in the bot lane. Jhin, after ulting, heads straight back down, and as their team escapes upwards.
Lands, but the Dazzle will find Snarfy. Junior Sikiwiki does have the Gnar, does not land the Dark Binding, but he can't go in.
Alright, so it ends up being a kill and a tower for Dragon. Because it's an Ocean Dragon and laning phase is starting to wind down, might not be all that worth it.
GSM, their 2 losses this split were in the last 2 weeks, so they're kind of on the downswing after their really good start to the first bit of this split. See if they can. You're seeing that they're not being quite as focused. It just seems like they're not playing quite as focused or as patiently as they have been in previous weeks. There's kind of like that joke that, oh, GSM could have ended so long ago, but they're playing it super safely. Not always a bad thing, but they are trying to make a comeback off of some downward momentum here. They are 500 gold in the lead, but they just gave up Rift Herald. Didn't really pick up any objectives in response. Well, they're just gonna have his recall interrupted.
Interrupting recalls just seems like you're just BMing the opponent, but
good deadly flourish. The shockwave is available, but Seymour will walk straight into a Scatter the Weak stun from Goosey.
Oh man, I forgot what I was saying.
Hakuna Matata, after the Blood Racer enchant, isn't even going for tank. He's going for the Trinity Force, I can only assume, from the Sheen that he has in his inventory. So it's going to be a long time before they really have anyone who can really frontline. You got Junior Siggy-Wiggy, of course, but the Gnar doesn't really have a whole lot to stop you from going in while he's mini, and is very vulnerable. Oh, there's a Shadow Dash. The Counter-Strike will land from Hakuna Matata on the Levi's, but they decide just to back away. Gentleman's agreement. The Essence Reaver for Jin means that he's not hitting a power spike so much as he would be if he'd gone for a first item lethality. Will be a little bit better as the game goes on. Gotcha. Well, actually, I don't even know if that's true because Junior Siggy-Wiggy and Hakuna Matata are not going to be the type of champions that build a lot of armor. The lethality might have been just really effective. It kind of just depends on a lot of things.
Yeah, like what the other team is building, how much physical damage you have on your team as well. Yeah,
so not a whole lot of physical damage outside of Naked Beekeeper's Jin this game. Actually, like, Paul's gonna come out. He's gonna miss the first shot, and it will mean that Skyfade are able to get outside. But the shockwave out of the Dark Binding. Nice play by GSM as the Cosmic Radiance comes down just in time to save Dr. Siggy-Wiggy. That was actually really well played.
Yeah,
he used the curtain call to push Goosey up that direction, and Snarfy's waiting on the other side of the wall, in vision no less, with the control ward on the side of Skyfade there. But he lands the Dark Binding anyway, and the shockwave is just easy to land for Seymour off of that.
And it pulls him back into the Jin ult as well, letting him hit that 4th shot of the ult.
Deadly Flourish gonna land, the Counter-Strike is down, and he'll just get 4th shot down by Naked Beekeeper, ready to walk forward, following Waldo, who has to stand united. Taunt comes through, double kill for Naked Beekeeper as the Redemption comes down to make sure Levi's can get out. No Dazzler gonna land, and GSM will pick up the tower in the mid lane.
And this Jin, for not going lethality, is still doing a fair bit of damage. I bet we can attribute some of that to those buffs they made to his passive, where he gets more AD than he used to from crit and attack speed. So maybe building crit isn't as bad as it was. Well, not that it was bad,
it's not bad.
But it's better than it was before.
Yeah, so you do get a lot of attack damage from building attack speed, and the crit chance is also, good. GSM just going to take a casual 20-minute Baron after pushing down the mid lane tower. Skyfate now trying to get one in the mid as well. Teleport coming in from Junior Siggy, but here comes all of GSM. Dazzle going to miss. The Shockwave only finds one, but the Flash Shadow Dash finds 2. Levi's with a big play for GSM. Goosey going to go down. There's the curtain call onto a rooted target. Junior Siggy-Wiggy will get 2-shot, and Waldo picks up the last bit of the health. Dr. Siggy-Wiggy going to flash away, and it will be 2 more kills over to the side of GSM.
Man, GSM all of a sudden snowballing like crazy. They get some kills, they pick up a tower, they run straight to Baron, they pick that up, they head right back to mid, they don't even lose the tower, and they might get Seaweed. No, they barely don't get him there.
Here's the nice decisive play you expect from a team towards the top of the standings. The Rift Herald dropped in the mid lane just because it was about to expire, and GSM don't really care. They're pushing anyway, so might as well kill
Wait.
it while you're at it.
Why didn't they use this mid when they were... Who was holding it? Oh, I guess Hakuna Matata must not have been in the fight yet. Okay, he's the one who had it. Never mind. That
So
makes sense.
GSM, off of that, they pick up the mid lane tower, kill a lot of members of Sky Fate, walk up to Baron, take the Baron, walk back, defend their mid lane tower from going down, kill more members of Sky Fate, and take a second tier mid tower.
All right, and
A
it looks like they're going
big
to be able to
swing.
head straight to this dragon that's spawning in 1 second right now. Skyfate does have the inside track on it. They're already here. GSM's not... Oh, but
Yeah,
GSM's
a
coming
teleport
straight
from
for
Levi's.
it.
There's no Stand United, but he will just come in with a teleport.
Here comes
Infernal Drake
Waldo.
is
It's
on
going to
the
be
tower.
sight battle.
GSM coming around. Waldo is there, and he's just
Oh,
going to
doesn't
not
get it.
the smite steal onto
Oh,
him,
he's
but
coming
going to
over.
go in. Cosmic Radiance comes down. Hakuna Matata
trouble.
uses the counter-strike. Unleash power, and Waldo will finally get shut down by Sky Fate. A little aggressive by the jungler of GSM, jumping in 1v5. 1v4. 1v4. Junior Siggy pushing in that top lane.
He was ahead of his team running towards that dragon, and as soon as he gets to the pit, he just goes straight over the wall.
Yeah, he was very upset over his kin being killed. Naked Beekeeper gonna get a Deadly Flourish. There's no Scout of the Week, no Dazzle. Force Shot comes through!
Not
Naked
enough.
Beekeeper gets the Black Shield, but it's not enough to take out Dr. Siggy Wiggy.
That's one of those feel bad moments, because that was so close to finishing him off, and the shield
Here's the Banner of
barely
Command,
pulls
so
out. Oh, Banner
Sky
of Command
Fate
Baron.
really can't do anything against the minion. They're putting a lot of damage
Wow.
down on the Naked Beekeeper. Junior Sigawigi with the flank coming around, but the Sand United Deadly Flourish will miss. Seymour gonna get stunned up, but the
Nice
Shockwave
ultimate.
finds Goosey. Sarah's Embrace Shield pops out. The Shadow Dash gets flashed away from, and Sky Fate will keep their mid laner for another day, but that Banner minion still at full, just ripping away that Inhib Tower will get it, and they have to back away.
They're going to keep pressuring this. Hakuna Matata is down. Goosey is low. Siggy Wiggy is, he's gone
there's a
mega,
Dark
and it doesn't
Binding,
look
the
like he's
Shadow
going to
Dash
find
to
the
follow.
ultimate.
Deadly Flourish, the Chain CC coming out from GSM, but do they have the damage? That's a 4-man Gnar, but they don't have anything to follow. Goosey walks a little too close. Scout of the Week will push him away, but the Shadow Dash just finds him, and Naked Beekeeper goes unstoppable. GSM looking for an end, and this is... For all we were talking about, this might be one of the fastest games we've seen GSM in.
I know it. We were talking about how they didn't seem to be playing as patiently as before, and maybe that was a good thing, maybe that was a bad
the
thing,
Dazzle
but now...
comes out, but they just force shot down Hakuna Matata. Naked Beekeeper 6-0-7 as GSM looks to end the game and pick up a win to get back into the split.
A really clean game, especially from the bot lane of Gecko Slammed Armageddon.
Yep.
Wow.
Really nicely done by GSM. That puts them at a 5-2 record after 7 weeks. Looking very good. I think they're, pretty safe going, with a playoff spot.
5-2. You're pretty much you are guaranteed playoffs at 5-2. I'm fairly certain there's not a way to make and mess it up
I don't think
through this point.
especially with 6 teams.
Yeah.
It's like
If you have a
mathematically
positive win
impossible.
rate and there are 6 out of 10 teams going, there should be no way you don't make it going positive.
So
they're in.
Yep.
Woo.
So we are going to take a short break. Well, yeah, they still have to figure out what seeding they're going to get, so
Exactly.
continue to play well. But we're going to take a short break before we get into the next game. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Spring 2018 Platinum Capped Week 7. I'm Alex HNA22, joined now by David Cossack for the next game of Platinum Capped, which will be between OU Platinum and Oklahoma Platinum Rush. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. It is OU Platinum on the blue side coming into this game 2-4 up against the current leaders of Platinum Capped, Oklahoma Platinum Rush, sitting at 5-1, dropping only one series. If I'm not mistaken, it was to... actually, I'm just going to check. It was to Reign of Kings Platinum. Something I, kind of expect. Reign of Kings Platinum, they are also a very strong team, coming in with a lot of guidance from their Diamond Cap team.
Yes, and we're just going to see very standard starts to this game. Everyone grouping up around the blue side jungle, as is pretty customary in this plat-capped league. And it looks
Oh
like
yeah, there's going to be a
Oklahoma Platinum Rush
5v5.
is coming in.
Silverhammer going to face check into 5 members of OU Platinum. There's the Howling Gale. Nicely interrupts the knockup, and Silverhammer flashes out. Gets pulled back in by the stretching strikes, but they can't finish him. Flash forward from Water Bear. Gets the summoner heal out. Silverhammer will survive, but it will be first blood for Water Bear. Onto Emma Hudson. Trottler flashing away as well. Decimating Smash will not get a knockup, but it's a 1 kill plus a big lead as far as summoner spells go over to the side of OU Platinum.
Wow, 2 flashes, 2 heals, and an ignite, all on the side of Oklahoma Platinum Rush, just to not get a kill. They lose 1 for nothing, and now OU Platinum is ahead by 600 gold at a minute and a half.
Yep. Yeah, that first blood worth 600 gold, 400 for the 300 for the kill, 100 for the first blood bonus, and then the extra half times for all the assists coming around.
And that is on Water Bear, the ADC of OU Platinum. So that's a pretty good early kill to have on a Tristana.
Yeah, Tristana, of course, nerfed on this patch. She lost a lot of attack range, especially at early levels. And then a little while back, she also got some nerfs to her rapid fire attack speed. So not quite as strong as the pick-all, end-all 80 carry we had a few patches ago, but still really quite good. But it's up against Zaya Rakan, Windosaurus and Silverhammer playing the bird couple.
Oh, and Luke Ford taking a
fully charged Decimating Smash. Or not fully charged, but the knockup worth. And there's the level 2 hit by Oklahoma Platinum Rush. They're going to be pushing away as Skolden gets his spell shield broken by Trottler.
Yeah, Oklahoma Platinum Rush's level 2, especially with the Zyrakan, is super strong against Piplup's Janna. They could go in and if
Hungerbunger gonna get found by Echo through time. That's the top laner. And the Hungerbunger gonna get caught by the Decimating Smash. He's gonna have to run away here. Skolden now putting some damage on the Trottler as he hits his level 3. Hungerbunger came back for the blue buff, but here comes Emma Hudson and Echo through time still sticking around, and they're gonna get an invade onto this blue buff with their added pressure Trottler coming around as well.
Yeah, and Luke Ward not being able to do anything about that. He came down just a little bit late and basically lost the pressure there, and now he can't maximize that. He can't maximize that CS trade in the top lane while Echo Through Time is at the blue.
Echo Through Time on the Scion, also a champion that got, quote-unquote nerfed. It was a hotfix, but it ends up being a nerf. Where you don't get the stupid double range on Roar the Slayer, where you just, press E in their general direction and get, 10,000 damage. Windosaur's gonna get caught by the Howling Gale. Yeah, Silverhammer comes in, misses the knockup, and Water Bear gonna try and punish him for it. He already used the Battle Dance, so will be punished a little bit, as Luke Ward goes in for a trade on Echo Through Time. Echo Through Time pops the Soul Furnace, but really comes out on the lesser end of that. Bramble Smash not gonna be coming through in time to stop the Decimating Smash.
And what looked like a good trade for Luke Ward actually turns just about even. Oh, and Windosaurus is coming in with a root.
Good root. There's the shield coming out from Silverhammer, also used to dodge the Howling Gale.
So Water Bear taken very low by this lucky, or not lucky, but land Zaya Feather Call. And while in the just going smoothly as well, expect Victor to Malzahar.
My biggest concern right now for Oklahoma Platinum Rush is that Victor Victor now has become more of a, well, hold on a second, as they go aggressive on the Windosaurus, then miss knockup yet again by Silver Hammer, but mostly that was just used to push them away from continuing the trade onto Windosaurus. Luke Ward now winning out another trade, that Sap Magic passive doing wonders for the extended lane phase.
Going to force Echo through time back, which is a big win for the game Maokai against Scion. Oh,
Not gonna back just yet, using the Roar of the Slayer as best he can. Pick up CS and push Luke Ward back. Emma Hudson is hanging around that top side. Skolden gonna have his spell shield broken again. They're coming through. Silverhammer gonna battle dance onto Windosaurus.
oh, and Echo through's time still hasn't gone back. I guess he went back for one more of the Slayer before finally deciding that he. And
Picks up a Balmy Cinder.
yeah, and he's going to use that teleport to get back to lane, so he'll probably end up forcing Luke back just because he's low on mana and he's got about 3/4 health. But for now,
Interesting
OU Platinum-
control ward dropped in the jungle by Hungerbunger. It's just a control ward in the middle of the crossway there. Ends up being immediately cleared out by Emma Hudson. Not the best of value.
Things are just going kind of passive for now.
Yeah,
the
so
top lane is trying not to trade.
my concern for Oklahoma Platinum Rush is that they're basically relying entirely on Windosaurus to put out enough damage to kill Luke Ward and Hungerbunger. Maokai and Zac, both very strong scaling hyper tanks on the side of OU Platinum.
Yeah, and no other DPS on the side of OU Platinum Rush.
Trodelor really isn't going to put out nearly as much damage to a tank and over longer periods of time as compared to Skolden. His Water Bear is going to get the rocket jump off to dodge away from Silverhammer's knockup. Luke Ward gonna have his recall interrupted by a Roar of the Slayer from Echo Through Time. Silverhammer gonna get the Gleaming Quill, and here comes Emma Hudson. The rocket jump is still down. A knockup onto Piplup. Here he comes, gets the stun off.
Emma
Teleport
Hudson's
coming in from
tanking,
Luke
though.
Ward. Emma Hudson is exhausted.
And the
Skolden gonna
teleport
come out.
Skolden.
There's the Nether Grasp used, and it will be another kill for OU Platinum as Windosaurus gets caught by the Twisted Advance, followed up by the Nature's Grasp, flash away, and they will survive. Trodelor gonna come forward. Piplup shields himself, gets the Chaos Storm, will survive. Trodelor, no flash, pops the Summoner Heal and runs away. OU Platinum with the lead, 300 gold now.
Really good counter gank there from OU Platinum. They know that their Tristana is their strongest point here, so they do everything they can to keep her from dying. Doesn't say that the teleports.
Yeah, cooldown bugs on that side.
Well, the teleports have
Ooh,
been
good
used.
knockup.
Oh, the Water
Windosaurus
Bear
gets
is-
one onto Water Bear. Water Bear will dodge away from the snare from Windosaurus, and Windosaurus out of mana cannot continue to push outwards.
Well, yeah, both teleports used by the solo laners, but it seemed to pay off for them getting Hudson. Although
Echo Through Time
might-
going to put a lot of pressure here, but you've got Skolden on the way up from the river.
No, he's just
Changed his
gonna leave
mind,
it.
going to go back, and there will be Tower First Blood for Oklahoma Platinum Rush.
Yeah, that going over to the Scion. Solo gold from him.
In addition, because Luke Ward teleported down there, it's a very large CS lead for Echo Through Time. 22 in his favor. Luke Ward didn't even have teleport to come back to that lane, whereas Echo Through Time used his teleport to get back to lane. So Luke Ward was left not only trying to CS under tower for a wave and a half or so with no mana, but also teleported down, lost more waves to the tower itself, and then Echo Through Time picks up Tower First Blood. He's going to have, at the very least, a very strong, isolated gold lead in that top lane.
Yeah, he's well, how much gold he's ahead by, but he's ahead by gold.
He is ahead by almost 1,000.
1,000. Which is basically their gold lead.
Skolden,
Actually,
Skolden steals the Scuttle Crab, just drops the Malefic Visions on it, and it will
Feels bad,
transfer
man.
over to Emma Hudson for just a little bit of poke.
now Emma Hudson with level 6, we are looking for the Skarner pick potential that he has on Skolden with his passive down.
Got their time gonna get trading on by Luke Ward. The
Hungerbunger-
Elastic Slingshot misses from Hungerbunger, and he doesn't get the stretching strikes off either, so relatively inept gank there from the side of OU Platinum. Luke Ward gonna go in for the Twisted Advance, just a parting gift onto Echo Through Time's Soul Furnace Shield.
He's taking a little more damage than it was worth. I don't know. Yeah, just a
And yeah, seeing Hunger Bunger on the top side, Oklahoma Platinum Rush, that prompts them to go for the Mountain Drake, no problem. Elastic Slingshot coming out from Hunger Bunger, nothing to auto-attack off the Stretching Strike, so they can't pull him back in. As they go on to him, he's going to flash Unstoppable Onslaught out. Felt the need to because Skolden was coming around the area.
But with 3 players on the top side, could OU Plat try to maybe force off Trotolor and then go for the Rift Herald?
It's a possibility, but Echo Through Time is still sitting strong, near full health. Emma Hudson counter jungling on the bottom side. There's a good route into the knockup. Monsoon comes out. No, there it is. The quickness comes out. Piplup is still ignited, but they're doing no damage now. And Water Bear forcing away Windosaurus. The Feather Storm was already used. Now Silverhammer is getting Howling Gale kind of come out. There's a knockup, but they've got Emma Hudson coming in through the Tri-Brush. Water Bear had used the Rocket Jump already. He's going to try and put some damage out, but he will go down as the Impale comes out. The feathers rip through him, and Windosaurus gets the first kill for Oklahoma Platinum Rush.
Wow. That was in pretty standard fight. Silverhammer not using the recombo, instead just choosing to knock up Piplup and then go for the quickness.
Yeah.
To maximize that CC duration on the Janna.
Yeah, the recombo is used for when you just need to secure CC onto somebody because it's basically undodgeable unless you just miss. But using the two abilities separately extends the amount of time for which they are CC'd. Almost fast enough to kill him with the Ignite before the Monsoon came out, but not quite. Piplup's able to heal himself back up, and they were probably going to win that fight had it not been for the intervention from Emma Hudson.
Yeah. Emma Hudson coming in scuttle from where he was at, I think Raptors, was a very good rotation, knowing that Hunger Bunger was still up on the top side.
And he's going to try and find something on the Trotolor here. He does not find the Elastic Slingshot. Stretching Strikes will hit a minion, and it will actually die. He drops the Chaos Storm because Echo Through Time is here. Hunger Bunger going to be able to walk it out. But now Hunger Bunger, he's significantly behind Emma Hudson. 70 CS to 45 in the jungle is a very strong, very large discrepancy to have there. Echo Through Time going to look for Luke Ward.
Now, luckily for OU Platinum, where Luke Ward and Hunger Bunger are both behind in CS on their respective counterparts, mid lane in Skolden and then the bot lane in Water Bear are both doing pretty well at keeping up. Skolden actually ahead by a couple CS, while Water Bear is behind by 5 or 6.
Yeah, and he's gonna be able to pick up this wave under tower that will put him probably close to even. I do continue to worry for Oklahoma Platinum Rush. You've got a Skarner, you've got a Scion, but they are very tanky, and in times they can appear to be impossible to kill. But even more so goes for Maokai and Zac as the game goes on. If OU Platinum can continue to stave off gold going the farther away, Silverhammer misses the recombo entirely. Just gonna rocket jump forward in. Wendosaurus uses the Featherstorm to dodge away from the damage as Hunger Bunger hanging around.
So both ults used by the bot lane of Platinum Rush.
Now Luke Ward gonna get found by Emma Hudson here. There's the stun. They're gonna slowly take him down, but the teleport coming in from Skolden gets the set magic. Luke Ward gonna continue fighting. Nature's Grasp comes out. There's the Nether Grasp used onto Emma Hudson into the Twisted Advance, and they will kill off the jungler of Oklahoma Platinum Rush. A nice play by the mid laner of OU Platinum. Yeah.
It is the third death of the game for Emma Hudson, just trying to... Second 2 deaths, trying to force something and coming out on the short end of the stick. But now, with Emma Hudson down with the...
Nether Grasp or Emma Hudson's ult?
Did Emma Hudson use the Impale?
No, I don't think he did. Windosaurus is gonna take some punishment from Water Bear.
So, not as much damage to Emma Hudson as OU Platinum could have done. They could have gotten his ult cooldown, yeah. But still a lot of pressure, just giving another kill to Skolden. Well, Malzahar, does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Skolden is going to be a big reason why I value OU Platinum's team comp so much more. Skolden is going to be able to pick up a Leandries and really do a lot to take down Echo Through Time and Emma Hudson. His ultimate already has a lot of % max health damage.
bot lane of Oklahoma Platinum Rush is actually shredding through this turret with.
Yeah, and Echo Through Time has actually snuck his way into this side brush here. Water Bear might get dove on the next wave, or if he walks up like this. And there it is, Unstoppable Onslaught. They combo off. Water Bear, whoa, he sidesteps everything! Water Bear is safe under tower. Windosaur's taking a lot of damage, has to flash out. Silverhammer will take him out with the Ignite, but now Emma Hudson under tower. Silverhammer gets onto the battle dance, gets out with Windosaurus, and OU Platinum do not have enough to lock him down.
Oh, Windosaurus is so low, and Water Bear ended up flashing forward.
Rift
to try
Herald
and
going to
get
be
him with the
dropped
ult.
here in the bottom lane by Echo Through Time now with 5 members of Oklahoma Platinum Rush down here.
And that turret is going to go down.
Yeah.
The second turret of the game over to Oklahoma Platinum Rush.
Luke Ward, he needs to get out of here
Yeah.
before he gets caught here. Knocked up by the grand entrance, the decimating smash. Gravity field flashed away from him. The Chaos Storm is not going to be enough, but the second proc will be. Hungerburger coming around the
Going
backside
in.
looking for Windosaurus, but the Feather Storm comes out and he will flash to safety.
Wow. PD call there from Hungerbunger, just trying to go in and get Windosaurus when he's supported by 4 teammates. But, you know, they just lost a lot in losing Water Bear and then and as well as the tower, so I suppose he was trying to get something back from
Ooh,
that
Trollor a
trade.
little bit out of position here. Water Bear gonna try and do what he can. Rocket jumps past the gravity field as Hungerburger steals the Infernal for OU Platinum on the other side of the fight. He'll lose his passive. Trollor had to flash away from Water Bear, who's continuing to go aggressive. Pops the Summoner Heal, looking for Trollor. Summoner Heal from Windosaurus. They cannot secure anything, and Windosaurus cuts him down.
3 members of Oklahoma Platinum Rush at less than 200 health right now. But OU Platinum did manage to get the dragon there, which was a big win. It's an Infernal Drake too, so going to be really good for that the Malzahar, not Malphite, and Tristana as the game goes on later.
Yeah, Skolden does, Trollor gets his shield off. There's Echo Through Time to push away the minion wave to keep Trollor alive. And now Echo Through Time going to take a little bit of damage. Skolden doesn't have quite those magic pen items, so Echo Through Time is feeling pretty okay with how tanky he is.
Yeah, and now even though it is 17 minutes and there are objectives on the map until Baron spawns, Luke Ward has a teleport over Echo Through Time, I believe, so I don't use it. But that could be a chance to force something, take a tower while Oklahoma Platinum Rush is rotated.
They're Hungerbunger trying to find a position where he can jump in from, but a lot of wards that have to be cleared out in their jungle first before that he can use that vision denial.
Yeah, really good river control from Platinum Rush, just making sure that Platinum can't really sneak up on them from a river brush or
Hungerbunger's in that brush, but I can't tell if it's warded or not.
I think it is. It's just like almost right on top. Yeah.
So Water Bear in that bottom lane dive, played that probably as well as he could.
Yeah.
Rebuffered the rocket jump onto the recombo, so that the duration of that CC is essentially used while he's flying away, and then barely sidesteps Echo Through Time's ultimate, but unfortunately you can't outplay the right click and the ignite from Windosaurus and Silverhammer respectively.
Yeah, the 4-man in the bot lane under tower. I know how that feels, and Water Bear played it really well. I mean, he did end up using his flash trying to kill Windosaurus, and he was really close, so I don't blame him for trying. But
and then so many members low, he just wanted to get that rocket jump reset and continue to kill off other members of Oklahoma Platinum Rush, but he couldn't quite close out any of them. Trollor using the Siphon Power shield to keep himself alive through that last auto attack. Now OU Platinum rather, trying to do something on this mid lane wave, but they're facing down a Victor wave clear that's probably never going to work unless you just hard engage while Echo Through Time is not available.
between the Victor and then the Xayah clean cut passive, that is a hard nut to crack. And now we have in terms of items, so of course Skarner has his Predator boots finished, and Xayah has her Essence Reaver.
Elastic Slingshot coming in. Windosaurus is going to use the
Caught.
Featherstorm to dodge it, but Troidlor is caught. He gets Let's Bounce in, and Skolden's on a killing spree, but the Monsoon is not enough to save him. Unstoppable Onslaught channeling down, and OU Platinum will trade 1 for 1 on that one.
But it looks like Oklahoma Platinum Rush is going to be able to take this tower.
Yeah, OU Platinum not in a position to defend, and the tower goes down. Hunger Bunger, Elastic Slingshot's in. Emma Hudson looking around for the Impale. There's the Decimating Smash onto Hunger Bunger. Water Bear trying to do what damage he can.
Takes the tower and walks away, losing only Troidlor, trading him for Skolden. So, good call by Oklahoma Platinum Rush, and that extends their lead to about 6,000 now.
Yeah, I'm not entirely
right?
sure what happened to Skolden there. Troidlor was almost dead at the beginning of that.
Yeah.
Just got landed on by the Elastic Slingshot, and Skolden, I think, landed a Q onto him. But I can't tell if the Nether Grasp was used because of the cooldown bug.
I think he used it on Troidlor because after Troidlor Siphon powered him, he just didn't move for the rest of the fight. So I'm pretty sure Skolden Nether grasped him, but then Piplup actually monsooned Troidlor away at the last second. It's still killed.
It's still killed. The Monsoon was used as a defensive measure to try and keep Skolden alive, but too much damage coming out from Windosaurus to keep him through the heal.
It was the classic Janna problem of, do I heal to keep my teammates alive, and knock away the almost dead enemy? So he waited until the enemy was almost dead, but unfortunately with the Ignite it wasn't enough burst healing to keep Skolden alive. Now it looks like OU Gold is just going to
Platinum?
Or OU Platinum. Just continually having a problem around this mid turret. You know, they were trying to pressure it early and just didn't seem to have enough manpower there to do anything.
Taking a look down the item builds, Water Bear sitting on the Static Shiv will offer a little bit of additional wave clear, still trying to pick up that Infinity Edge so we can actually start to do a lot more damage. Compared to Windosaurus, who has Essence Reaver, almost has his Static Shiv or Rapid Fire Cannon, depending. Hunger Bunger is a little bit starved for gold as Water Bunger rocket jumps onto Troidlor. Really nice aggressive play, but there's the Flash Impale. He'll punish him for it. And there's the Recombo coming in onto Hunger Bunger into the Unstoppable Onslaught. He'll lose his passive, and there's Skolden running for his life. The Nature's Grasp will keep him alive, but it cannot save the blobs. Flash Roar the Slayer, and Skolden will go down to double kill. Piplup flashes away from the combo from Silver Hammer, and Oklahoma Platinum Rush pick up 3.
Wow. Good escape from Troidlor.
Oh, and the gravity field finds Luke Ward flashing away from the grand entrance of Silver Hammer. Barely keeps him alive.
Oklahoma Platinum Rush is going to pick up that tier 2 tower and rotate back to the Cloud Drake over there, making sure to clear as many wards and cap as many spires as they can along. Good escape from Troidlor there, immediately flashing out rather than trying to wait it out and survive what burst Water Bear had.
Water Bear wanted to make a pick onto what he assumed was a lone mid laner, but there was no vision in the river area for OU Platinum. Allows them to run in, and Emma Hudson pops the Predator immediately and runs him down, using the flash just as an extra measure, not giving Water Bear really even a chance to get away.
And I mean, that's a 650, 700 movement speed Skarner, so he's moving pretty fast already without flash.
And now with the Righteous Glory finished, it's only gonna get worse.
That's scary. And of course, Banner of Command is finished on Scion. It's weaker this patch 8.5 since they
nerfed it. Yeah,
they unstacked the Baron and Banner damage boost to turrets. But it's still pretty strong
good
because it's it's stronger than before because originally that.
And really, the only physical damage coming out of OU Platinum is on Water Bear, and now Luke Ward in the middle of Emma Hudson and Silver Hammer, but he's got Skolden and Piplup. A Howling Gale will find Silver Hammer. He's just gonna have to battle dance over. No, he goes in, but misses everybody with a Recombo. Elastic Slingshot comes in. He's gonna get caught. Let's bounce. Skolden takes out Silver Hammer with the AIDS, and the Nether Grasp used on the Windosaurus. He picks up Hunger Bunger, but now Emma Hudson the focus, and they will be OU Platinum picking up 3 for 1. Now Chortlord gonna get rocket jumped in by Water Bear. There's the decimating smash coming out onto Luke Ward only. Water Bear sidestepping away. Exhaust goes down on Chortlord, but the gravity field will stop him. Luke Ward continuing to chase, trying to secure the kill for his team. Water Bear continuing to chase it. The twisted advance, unstoppable onslaught used. Chortlord gonna be taking a lot of damage. Water Bear going very low, flashing away. Echo Through Time gonna do it. And Luke Ward running, playing the meat shield, doing as best he can. They lost Skolden for that. But Echo Through Time slowly going to get chased down. Luke Ward going to Bramble Smash, doesn't quite get him the other way. Water Bear trying to auto attack onto him. He's getting a lot of damage. Gets cut down out of the air. Now Piplup is the focus. Bramble Smash from Luke Ward. Howling Gale comes through. The red buff will take him down. And it will be the delayed ace for OU Platinum, but they lose a lot of members for it.
Yeah, they were fine right up until the moment where they decided to continue chasing Echo Through Time. And now with 2 more members coming up, it might look bad for Platinum.
Yeah, really nicely done by Skolden there. They killed off Chortlord or Silver Hammer pretty quickly. When he recomboed in, really punished him. They silence him up, and there's the Impale onto Hunger Bunger, and there's the recombo coming through. Can't miss that one. Easily done. No broken ankles here.
Yeah, so Skolden playing that really well.
But here's a teleport coming in from Luke Ward, but he's surrounded. Luke Ward might not would have wanted to finish that one. He's going to get caught, stunned up, and go in onto him. Gets the Sap Magic. The Nature's Grass comes out. Luke Ward's still alive, but the Chaos Storm and the Feathers will be enough. Emma Hudson, super low, but Waterbear cannot get the auto. A big Feathers come out from Windosaurus, but the Nethergrass, will it be enough? It does finally take him down, but it's 1 member for all of OU Platinum.
Oh, boy. That's another one where Oklahoma Platinum Rush, they get their crucial members out on almost no health. Silverhammer coming out of that fight with 500 health. Emma Hodson walking away with even less. Unfortunately, they did lose Windosaurus, which is a major component of their DPS trying to take this Baron.
Yep, but at least they have a Mountain Drake, and they will be able to pick it up. Ardent Sensor from Silverhammer as well will just ensure they have a little bit of extra attack speed.
Yeah, and now with the Bannon combo on Echo Through Time, they're probably just going to be able to take out this very low inner turret that is sitting in the top side. Water Bear is going to clear that wave before they crash on the bottom turret, but I don't think there's much that Platinum can do about this top one. It's less than a third, I think that says. But
Luke Ward, he's going to have a really hard time dealing with this Banner of Command Baron, or not Baroned up, but a Cannon Minion. Yeah, the Bannon Minion, calling it. Auto attacks is all he can really do.
And
look how slowly this is like sad. It's like sad.
Auto attack.
Luke Ward has been playing these team fights very intelligently. He knows when his team is coming around, uses the Twisted Advance, and continues to auto for Sap Magic, just keeping himself alive through as much as he can. He doesn't panic, he doesn't flash away, he goes in, gets the Sap Magic to auto off. Unfortunately, the team is now so far behind that they're really lacking for damage.
10,000 gold now in favor of Oklahoma Platinum Rush, and Skolden
gonna have his passive
to be able to walk away. Yeah, but Luke Ward has been playing these team fights really well, with the exception of the teleport into 3 members of Oklahoma Platinum Rush. But that was probably a team
Everyone
call
gets
there.
one.
Yeah.
Silverhammer kind of play Vision Denial on the bottom side as Chortler pushes that wave into the tower. Echo Through Time going to be able to take this one in front of Luke Ward's face. And now Emma Hudson comes from behind the recombo off of the suppressant. Water Bear dies instantly. The Chaos Storm will take out Hunger Bunger's passive, and they'll just auto it down. Redemption just comes to top him off. A double kill for Chortler.
Yeah, and Silverhammer actually using his Grand Entrance to interrupt Hunger Bunger's Elastic Slingshot. Not sure if it was intentional because, he went in on Water Bear originally and came in, but now they're going to be able to take both of his turrets.
Luke Ward's like desperately trying to stop Echo Through Time from knocking on that tower, but the Baron minions are doing so much, and the rest of his team cannot hold up against Oklahoma Platinum Rush. They take in the bottom lane inhibitor, and they're just going to rotate up and help out Echo Through Time. Luke Ward having to back away now, as Oklahoma Platinum Rush will take both side lane towers.
Yeah, now
Or
that
side
Hunger
lane
Buff is
inhibitors.
up, it looks like Oklahoma Platinum Rush is just going to rotate back and probably, take this blue buff, rotate down to the Mountain Drake, and just wait and see. Everything in their favor right now. That 10,000 gold is now 14,000, and they are sitting pretty. They can just back by, do what they need to, finishing off, OU Platinum here.
Yep. Just at the very end of the Baron buff, you get the last second Baron empowered recall. It's a feels good, man, after you take 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, got a lot of money to buy, so.
And you're like, just at the very end, when I can't really do anything else, I get a 4-second recall. Easy peasy. Emma Hudson coming around to the Mountain Drake. It will just start it up as here comes Chortlore and Silver Hammer. Windosaurus just coming around, and Echo through time going to continue to put pressure on that top lane.
Did get the steal over Emma Hudson earlier with the Infernal Drake, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to.
Will it even be worth it to try and go for this one? Because it
Oh,
would be a
oh,
suicide
he
mission.
goes in
in
anyways.
late. He's going to flash out away from the grand entrance. And now they've actually
Luke
twisted
goes
advances
in.
on Emma Hudson. And Skolden taking a lot of damage. The Monsoon comes to disengage. Silverhammer gets in with the quickness. The Let's Bounce comes out, but Waterbear's already down. Skolden using what he can do, but it's not a lot. The Nethergrass will be eliminated by the redemption from Silverhammer. Get a knock-up. Piplup, the last remaining member, the flash forward, and it will be the auto from Chortlore to pick up the double.
Yeah.
Oklahoma Platinum Rush get the ace for 0 as Echo through in a 4v5 as Echo through time is just knocking away at the Nexus towers. This will be Oklahoma Platinum Rush's victory, and they will progress to 6-1 ever so slowly. Now it's going to be fast as Windosaurus gets here, but 6-1 after 7 weeks of OKLCS.
Wow, yeah, this game plan there, it ended up working. As you said, it was just Windosaurus tears through the enemy team. And their strategy was keep Windosaurus alive, and that last team fight showed it.
Yeah. And, Chortlore, you would expect his damage to be lesser against Luke Ward and Hunger Bunger, but they never got to that point. They never got to the point for Maokai and Zac to really become those hyper tanks that you so often see just like face tank an entire team. So we're going to take a short break before we get into the third game of the day. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes.
right when the music is about to drop, you get to see our beautiful Ed.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody. It is OKLCS Spring Split 2018. Right now we're doing Platinum Division a day late because it's miscommunication, but we couldn't get all the shoutcasters together, so day late. We're about to see Razzle Dazzle versus United as
United as
One.
One.
Yes, Plat teams, both of them.
Both teams coming in at a 3-3 record now. They're playing for their head-to-head, which will be very important in the coming 2 weeks for their playoff appearances.
Yeah, at the end of the season, there's going to be lots of teams that have 5-4 or 4-5 records, and in those especially, all those teams in the middle of the pack, the head-to-head stuff plays a really big part. You don't know, if you're going to end up with a tied record with these teams, but you shouldn't risk it, And so whoever gets the win here, if they do end up with the same record at the end, if they both end up, they only get one win in these last 3 weeks. Then whoever wins here might be the one going to playoffs as 6th seed or 5th seed. So yeah, every match is important at this point, especially these middle of the pack teams. So without any more ado, let's get back into it. There we go.
All right.
Over on the blue side is a Razzle Dazzle, the old Razzle Dazzle. And on the red side, United has won Platinum.
Yes. And we have of course, we have Rengar in the top lane for the old Razzle Dazzle. Rengar in the top lane, Trundle in the jungle, Xerath mid, and a Tristana Braum bottom lane. As opposed to on the other side, we have United as One with Neil top, Sejuani in the jungle, Brand mid lane, and they're going to meet
run
here.
straight into each
They're just going to trade some abilities, and 2-man stun from United as One. Tall Guy is going to try and get some damage on, but Razzle Dazzle is going to have to back off. They took a lot of damage from that Nami bubble. And
Don't see any summoners come down now, but really nice bubble from Cricket. Multiple members of the old Razzle Dazzle. Sets his team up nicely, especially with Chrono Swifty. It looked like he took his called Pillar of Flame.
Yeah.
Sounds like what it would be called.
yeah, it's Pillar of Flame.
I don't know. Let's see real quick if we can.
It's a pillar and it's made
It
of
is
flame.
literally
so,
Pillar
yeah,
of
it's a
Flame.
Pillar of
Wow, I
Flame.
didn't see. You don't even have to know. You just look at that ability, you're like Pillar of Flame. Totally,
Yeah,
definitely. Pillar of
Brand's
Flame.
really nice for that. There's some that just don't make any sense why it's called that.
Yeah, especially on some of the champions that go ahead and get themselves reworked.
Yeah.
Sometimes their abilities won't really make any sense after they get reworked. Kind of like when Twitch got his mini rework back in the day.
Oh yeah,
They had to.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
They came. Okay, the ultimate could have
Rat-
stayed.
yeah.
The ultimate could have stayed. Man, the old one was better, but whatever.
Yeah, so you are a Spray and Pray fan, not Rat-a-tat-tat.
I don't know. I liked the old one. It's okay though. The new one's fine. So we do have a Rengar in the top lane. That's something I have heard about being good again ever since they changed the Q. But I wasn't sure or not.
Oh, and they're just gonna trade for a little bit. Ask Me About It is going to get the triple combo off on Tall Guy, who doesn't manage to get the healing off the tactical sweep, so he's going to add a bit of a loss for health here.
So with the Rengar top, I guess the thing when he got his rework, he didn't really work out top all that well. Because that Q being an AoE ability, its damage was based on the ability itself. And so it actually didn't do very much damage. It did way less damage than his auto attacks. Oh,
and
nice
King
bubble.
Gilgalad getting caught by the bubble. The Ignite comes out from Cricket, and Gilgalad is going to get the stun off on Cricket. Nami is going very low, but King Gilgalad is really low himself, forced to use the Summoner heal.
See Cricket burn both Sums and Gilgalad pop heal. Hadley as well pops Ignite.
And
Lots of
Barris'
summoners
heal to
coming down.
save Cricket. That is
Oh, I
5
didn't.
summoners
Yeah.
in a trade. And Chrono
nice
Swifty
gank
getting
on
ganked
Swifty.
by Rev Rifts. Getting stunned by Boy Toy Troy and taking some damage from Q that is probably like Arcana Pulse? I feel like it's Arcana Pulse.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
It's Xerath, another one. That it just
Just
makes
arcane
sense.
and then second word. Right. Oh wait, we might actually see Sejuani get caught here in the top lane.
Yeah.
No, the minimap I think, or the directed camera I should say, is based on
Damage.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, but
Sentai
Sentai
Sage
Sage
does end up getting caught. Has to flash away.
Using the flash. Rev Rift's doing a lot early game. I think he played this last week. He did play this last week for Platinum. So he, same sort of story, just ganking mid early, getting pressure on the jungle, actually, using early by the opposing jungle, and I think Alex expressed his doubts about Trundle Jungle last week, and been wrong by Rev Rifts, who is absolutely dominating.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to go the same sort of way.
And it's not that it's like proven wrong, you know? Like Trundle Jungle may be objectively weaker than a lot of other picks, and I think that's not really in dispute. I think everyone kind of knows it's weaker than other picks.
Oh, but Tall Guy getting the stun off, and
Nice
first blood on
blood.
Ask Me About It, who flashes as he dies. Unfortunate for him. And of course, there is still the spectator cooldown bug. Cannot see Ask Me About It flashed, but actually most of the other cooldowns are accurate.
That's weird.
Oh,
but yes,
Ask Me About It teleporting now, using the teleport to get back into lane with Tall Guy.
And that one shows up as cooldown. Oh well, weird bugs, weird bugs. He did burn flash there. Tall Guy did not. Pick up the kill with the second proc of that precision protocol, I think it's called. That's one where it doesn't really make sense. No, precision protocol.
Precision protocol.
She's
I mean, it's
kicking you with knife legs.
It's just a Camille thing, I guess. You know, she's
She
all
called it knife kick.
You know, blade legs or something.
Exactly. Blade
Chrono
runner.
Swifty missing everything as Boy Toy Trey goes in, gets the stun off on him, and gets a lot of damage with Arcana Pulse. Chrono Swifty is just gonna have to back off. You know, Brand isn't really known for his early lane pressure against most mid laners, but King Gilgalad taking a lot of damage from Varus's arrow.
Right? That's right.
His Q. I changed the name so many times on that.
There's been a lot of action, so I didn't get to bring it up. But yeah, Rengar top better now than when he was in his previous iteration.
Oh, but Hadley
Wait,
going
never
in,
mind.
flashing forward,
Gank
and
on
Rev
Beard.
Rifts
Flash
is not
goes
going to
down.
get this knockup, but Cricket gets a 2-man stun, going to take some damage, but everyone is going home happy right now.
Beerus, who ends up losing a flash, and Ask Me About It looks like he's going to die again.
Oh, and he's going to take a lot of damage from the tactical sweep, and Precision Pro is going to also get a... Not much bloodshed on either side.
Oh my gosh, the action does not stop.
Wow,
I cannot talk about Rengar.
Hadley taking a lot of damage as he goes in.
To get the stun. Here it comes.
The
He has no
stun comes
flash.
out on Barris, and Barris is going to go down finally. But meanwhile, Tall Guy actually got the solo kill on to Ask Me About It. So,
We did pick it up. It looks like, well, we actually don't know if he burned flash or his ultimate to get it because of possibly the cooldown bug.
But Cricket is going to try and get some fancy feet. Takes one, takes two from the right of the arcane, and King Gilgalad is going to run in and get the kill.
Oh, here comes
the
the
Boy Toy
teleport.
Troy is caught by Tall Guy. He's going to go down. Oh, and somehow Hadley died in the back against Chrono Swifty, and it looks like King Gilgalad's caught here. I don't think he has flash. Yeah, he doesn't have flash. He's just going to die.
Man, double kill.
Bot lane.
Double kill the Tall Guy. Picks up 2 kills after that teleport. After solo killing his opposing top laner twice. It'd be huge. He actually doesn't have a very large CS lead over Ask Me About It. Ask Me About It probably doing a good job of using those bush autos on Rengar to try and CS without keep putting himself in too much danger before going for the last hit.
And now we have United as take this Ocean Drake and really stop them. They're not quite in range, and it doesn't even look like Rev Rifts is going to even make an effort. Sentai Sage going to probably going to have to back off as they take this. Oh, wow. Cricket heals a lot. But Cricket ends up getting the dragon. Jungler Smite lol. And everything's going to return to the was before that action started.
Looks like we have just about a 1k gold lead in favor of United as one. Nobody's picked up the first tower blood yet. Yes, only seeing
Actually, about it, ult is coming out. Is he going to jump on Chrono Swifty? Jumps on Chrono Swifty, gets the kill almost effortlessly. Wow.
Looks like he...
2 Doran's Blades and a longsword.
Did he kill him with the enhanced W?
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Yeah,
okay.
he jumped on him, auto attack, Q'd, and oh wow, what was that? King Gilgalad jumping in, although we didn't see it.
So right there, that's a reason why I don't actually like Braum into Nami, is because it insta-detonates the bubble. Meaning that you can potentially CC your allies that you recently jumped to without giving them a chance to actually dodge it, whereas they might have been able to dodge it normally. And so some people consider Nami to a counter to Braum, and in most cases that might be true, but in some cases, like what you just saw, he had the shield up, he just threw the bubble right into the shield, it didn't matter where it was aimed. As soon as it touches the shield, him and everyone around him gets bubbled.
Boy Toy Troy is sitting in the brush, although Sentai Sage is coming through. Varus is
doesn't
going to
want steal.
dodge the stun, going to take some damage, and he's going to go down to King Gilgalad. Sentai Sage coming in just a little bit too late. Although Chrono Swifty is here, it's a 3v3 now, and the old Razzle Dazzle has used it. Pyroclasm comes out, getting 2 passive pops for the brand. Boytoy Troy is going to go so low, he's going to go down, but Chrono Swifty is taking a lot of damage. He goes down as well. Hadley going to get out of the... Oh, but he's going in to help King Gilgalad, who takes down Cricket. It's Sentai Sage left. It's a 2v1, and it looks like King Gilgalad is going to pick up the double kill.
This game is looking to be Tall Guy versus Gilgalad at the moment.
Tall Guy diving asks me about it now.
Oh, he doesn't have his Q,
taking a bunch
though.
of tower shots.
If you ask me, I think Tall Guy pressed Q too early
he
there and
double
didn't
tapped
get
it.
he didn't get the true damage. Double tapping it isn't bad per se.
Oh, but he's going to go back in against
nice
Ask Me About It.
flash.
Ask Me About It flashes away. Good move by him, and the still doesn't show. Ah!
Right. So
yeah, double
it's
tap.
not that bad to double tap if you're really pressed for time. You still get enhanced damage. It won't proc your. There's actually a weird little unfortunate sweet spot where you can press Q for the second part of Precision Protocol, and you don't get the true damage, but you do get the Spell Blade.
Okay.
Even though those both technically have the same timer.
Yeah. Oh, but it's a 3-man top lane. 3 people going in on Tall Guy. Rev Rifts is going to use the pillar. The flash from Tall Guy.
Still going
Boytoy
for
Troy
it.
still doing damage. They're going to try and dive. Tall Guy taking a lot of damage from the right of the Arcane. He doesn't have flash to get away, and Boytoy Troy is going to miss the 3rd one. Tall Guy going down to the Arcana Pulse anyways. So, 3-man dive top lane ends up killing Tall Guy, and it doesn't look like they can stay for the turret.
They
First
know
turret.
Gilgalad's ahead, and
Yeah.
now they just need to go and try and put down Tall Guy as much as they can. He's putting a lot of pressure on Ask Me About It. Got 4 kills so far this game, and they're going to need to shut him down in order to win all of the mid-game fights with Gilgalad's crazy strength now that he picked up 4 kills that previous series of events.
I do have to wonder about not staying for to try and at least pressure that tower some. Tall Guy has been getting a lot of pressure on Ask Me About Its tower, and with with members of the old Razzle Dazzle top lane, could have probably gotten that to 2/3, if not half health. And and King Gilgalad and Hadley were obviously holding bot lane. So I have to wonder what the rationale was. They also could have taken the Rift Herald, but
Rift Herald's, if you use it well, is basically a free turret. Maybe even just an enhanced push that could get you 2-2.
Oh, and Boy Troy getting some damage, but
Dodges the
Sentai Sage is
flash.
going to flash the stun, and okay. Oh, it takes the ultimate, and Chrono Swifty is going to get some damage, but he's not going to get the stun off. Sentai Sage is going to dive under turret, and Chrono
nice
Swifty
bounce.
using the Pyroclasm bounce to kill Boytoy Troy, but Tall Guy is taking a lot of damage. The Ignite is on him. He Hextech ultimatums, and he's going to walk home, but he's going to die to Rev Rift's Subjugate. And it looks like 4 members of the old Razzle Dazzle here are able to take the tower with apparent ease.
No, they had 2 members mid taking down Boytoy Troy, but in response, the old Razzle Dazzle sends all 4 members bot lane. Tall Guy teleports to try and help, to try to put 3 members down there, but when they're not under the tower, that's just a 3v4.
Yeah.
Not strong enough to win that, especially against the 4-kill Tristana going into that fight, who picks up some assists afterward.
Yeah, Chrono Swifty and Sentai Sage going to get this tier mid tower. They might regret it. They are on the run from Ask Me About Its ult. What a run. That Rengar
He's
run.
looking for them? Oh, so Rengar... Oh, wait, let's watch the fight first.
Oh, going to get knocked up and stunned, and oh, that's so much damage on him. But Sentai Sage is going to go down to King Gilgalad, but Chrono Swifty's on the run. King Gilgalad is not going to pick it up. Rev Drifts will take this one. That
Send
is
a lot of members top, but they're going to lose this
Yeah.
bot tower for it. Unless they take Heralds and maybe a tower, it isn't going to be that worth it of a trade. I mean,
Yeah,
they did get 2 kills. If they get 2 kills in a tower, it can be worth
2
it.
kills in a tower for what it ends up being 2 towers. If they could Tall Guy too, although it looks like Tall Guy's just going to back off and allow this tower to go down.
Yeah, he
Rev
doesn't want to
Rift's
take this fight.
Starting the Rift Herald down there. I think they are doing Yeah, Rever's starting the Rift Herald, but he has been seen by that Tribrush Ward. And Eris and Cricket take the Ocean Drake to make 2 Ocean Drakes.
They're trying to mitigate the damage that they're taking here. While they did lose 2 members top and a tower.
Rev dies to the Rift Herald.
Well, they do lose 2 members top there and a tower, and also they see Herald going down. They are able to pick up the towers from mid, bot, and the dragon. So
Yes.
while they still do overall lose out on that trade, they are trying to.
King Gilgalad jumping in on Chrono Swifty, who's going to dodge the 3 hits of. No, he's going to actually hit the 3rd right of the arcane shot, but it's not going to be enough to kill Swifty.
So they're doing a good job. They can't stop any of those things from happening. By the time they could make it to top lane, they wouldn't be able to stop what was happening anyway, or it would have already happened. So they do the best they can. They try to take some objectives elsewhere on the map, and they do a good job of it. So they still do come out behind, but they do their best to mitigate the damage.
Yeah, and now the 3rd outer turret going down in favor of Razzle Dazzle.
Nice
Now,
pickup
Tall
from
Guy is
United as
taking
one.
United as one's 3rd tower. So only inner turrets remain now, and Tall Guy is about to get jumped on by Axe Me
Nice
About It's
Q.
ult. Axe Me About It does some damage, and he goes down. Okay. He, adaptive shield damage. The adaptive damage shield is, Tall Guy alive for a little bit longer. Not long enough for anything.
He is able to pick up the turret at least, evening up the turret score. So while his team may be 2.4k behind in gold right now, they are ahead in objectives because they are tied with towers. They did miss out on the Herald, but they do have 2 dragons. Unfortunately, those are both ocean dragons, which normally at about 15 minutes can be pretty helpful. But we are already seeing Razzle Dazzle death ball around the map.
Yeah.
Which, when you have ocean dragons, isn't great. They're just going for all-ins all across the map. There isn't a lot of laning, trading, ganking, or poking at this point with the way that they're playing.
2v2 here. We've got the bot lane of United as just encountering and walking away from and Troy. But King Gilgalad's going to go in without vision, and Chrono Swifty's going to get a lot of damage. But it looks like King Gilgalad is going to walk away clean, and Axe Me About It's coming in, takes the stun, and Hadley's going to go down to Chrono Swifty and Sentai Sage. Boy Toy Troy takes out Chrono Swifty with 1 hit of Right of the Arcane. It's a lot of damage that Chrono Swifty did not expect.
He didn't have flash up, and I just was too afraid to try and walk back to dodge it for the fear of the other members of the old Razzle Dazzle coming up. Tall Guy going in on the backside.
Ask Me About It. King Gilgalad going to do a bunch of damage to him.
Here's the backup.
And Sentai Sage comes in. King Gilgalad jumps out of the way, but Tall Guy is still going on to King Gilgalad. He gets the 1 hit, 2 hits, and doesn't kill Gilgalad. Boy Toy Troy flashing away, Sentai Sage following him, gets stunned, can't be slowed. Gilgalad is doing so much damage to these members of United as one, and Rev Rift gets the kill here.
It's a situation where I think Camille would be better off double tapping, because you can Q auto Q, and while that doesn't give you the Triforce proc and the enhanced true damage, it is a pretty quick succession of 3 autos. That includes 1 Triforce proc and 2 autos that are enhanced with bonus damage.
Yep.
Because the second proc still does bonus damage even if it's not true.
Yep. And the old Razzle Dazzle is going to use their Rift Herald and trying to make it 2 out of this Rift Herald. Just going to walk away. They are very low. Toy Troy took a lot of damage in that fight. Rev Rifts as well taking a lot of damage. So they're just going to back off, steal the red buff, and head back to buy, I'm guessing. King Gilgalad got a kill and 2 assists in that fight, so that's finishing his... Oh! Braum Shield takes the Ashe ult, and Hadley is just going to walk away. Ashe ult, Enchanted Crystal Arrow, burn. Razzle Dazzle.
Right, so now up a tower, up 7 kills, and they used the Herald there mid to help them get that tower. So that's gone now. They don't need to take Herald into account anymore. But they are. Oh wait. Okay. For a second, I looked like I was like, wait a minute. Like somebody just jumping in, but no, it was Gilgalad.
It was a teammate.
The jump was what confused me. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's the one that I would just. Oh, what are you doing?
You just flash. And you're like, dude, don't scare me like. Right, so we're starting to see a pretty big gold lead, 4K-ish, in favor of Yol Razzle Dazzle, up 7 kills and 1 tower. So pretty big gold lead. Ask me about it. Looking for a kill here, but is he going to be able to get one? Doesn't do near enough damage.
Yeah, the redemption comes out and heals Barris almost back up to full. It's going to hit him with some damage, walk away.
Duskblade of Drakthar and Tiamat, not enough to one-shot somebody. There's only 1 level up on the enemy bot lane. Normally from a solo laner at this point in the game, you'd maybe expect him level 11, kind of like you see Boy Toy Troy and Tall Guy. But he's been roaming a lot. He is Rengar, after all. A little bit behind.
And
Might be going in on Reverse here.
Oh,
Swifty's
Reverse
waiting for
Chrono
Gilgalad, though,
Swifty
and explodes
killing-
Gilgalad!
Doing a lot of damage to King Gilgalad, but not killing him. Gilgalad getting the redemption, so he's a little healthier. And Revrifs is just going to be 1v2ing, but he's not going to long enough. Tall Guy is about at half health. Sentai Sage
Actually doesn't get the jump over the wall.
Oh, and Tall Guy goes down. Sentai Sage is taking a lot of damage, and he is going to die as well. 2 for 1 in the favor of... And Cricket taking so much damage here from the right of the Arcane. The 4th shot comes in and misses. Cricket is going to take a hit from King Gilgalad, and he's not quite going to go down. Gilgalad taking the Enchanted Crystal Arrow from Barris.
Did I just see Beerus ult to save his support? That's not something he normally does.
And Boy Toy Troy is going to die from a good combo from Chrono Swifty, catching him over the base wall. So ends up being 2. And Ask Me About It is going to kill Cricket! Barris gets him back. That's like some kills for like some +1 kills, and I think it's in favor of Razzle Dazzle.
That's it. He doesn't heal to save his support. My mistake.
There we go. Yeah, his cooldown's like 90 seconds. A heal is way too much for your support.
And on the PvE, they actually have a nerf heal.
Yeah,
Moving the cooldown up to 270. I don't know if they'll go through with it. You know, it is PvE and all, but weird to see that nerf on there after so long of heal being
there haven't been
lower CD.
Haven't been Summoner
Sage
spell
getting a
changes
little bit.
since like season 4.
Yeah.
And Sentai Sage going to take 3 hits of the Braum passive, not going to get the 4th one in. And Chrono Swifty blowing the Pyroclasm. Hadley has the explosion on in. Tall Guy.
Stolen.
Oh, it was stolen. Oh, but Tall Guy goes in on King Gilgalad, is stunned, can't quite get the kill, and King Gilgalad jumps into Cricket and doesn't. He's stunned, but he's not going to die yet. And Beerus gets the kill on Gilgalad. Sentai Sage goes down, and Hadley is taking damage. Cricket
nice jump
is
over the wall.
very low. Ask Me About It jumps over the wall. Cricket goes down. Doesn't go down. Goes down. An ace for the old Razzle Dazzle. Ace for 2. And I don't...
They did lose Dragon, though.
Yeah, they did lose the Cloud Drake. That's 3 Drakes now over on the side of United as 1. It's going to make an Elder Dragon really strong for United as 1.
Yeah. Thanks to that fight, they turned their 7-kill lead into a 10-kill lead. And if they be able to pick up Baron, they're not going to. They don't pick up a tower or anything. So though they do fall further behind in kills and, as a result, gold, they don't actually lose out on any objectives there.
Yeah.
United's 1 comes ahead. 1 objective, stealing a dragon. Nice smite by Sentai Sage. I didn't check to see if Rev Rifts didn't have smite up, but as far as I know, I think he just missed it.
I think he might have. I mean, this is purely conjecture, but I think he might have tried to use his red smite on Sentai Sage to try and burn it down before taking Dragon, but there must have been a little miscommunication on that team because it looked like King Gilgalad continued to hit it after Rev Rift off. Oh, smoke blue. Okay.
Ooh, ult comes out.
And Gilgalad kills Chrono Swifty, and Chrono Swifty kills Gilgalad.
Gilgalad comes in, thinks that's going to be an easy kill, but he blows him up before the passive even procs.
And Ask Me About It is taking a lot of damage, healed back up, and Sentai Sage is caught and killed. United is 1 taking a lot of damage from Boy Toy Troy's right of the Arcane. They're down to 3 members versus the 4 Razzle Dazzle, but Razzle Dazzle doesn't have their DPS anymore. They're just going to back off and try and pressure Baron here. Yeah, that's a good call with a wave pushing bot lane. Tall Guy is forced to go down and take that. Beerus can't face check by himself, and Chrono Swifty not back up in time and get to Baron. See it going down, and not much they can. Razzle Dazzle taking the first Baron of the game at 23.5 minutes.
Going to be huge for them. They're now at a 6K gold lead. pretty significant gold lead, and that we're probably gonna see that grow quite a bit during this quote unquote Baron power play. Yeah. If they can pick up a turret or two, they're gonna have themselves a pretty nice lead over United as One. United as One has been pretty close to keeping up in objectives.
The Cricket is going to take a lot of damage from Ask Me About It, going down to the of the Duskblade of Drakthar empowered auto attack.
My goodness. Ask Me About It doing a lot of damage. 10, 4, and 4. He's been picking up a lot of the kills on his team. He's been just waiting in the wings on each of these fights, waiting to go in whenever he sees somebody who's kind of low. Wow.
Crystal Arrow just misses Boy Toy
He's
Troy.
going to try and kill Beerus now. He might.
The second hit comes in. Third hit gets Beerus, and Beerus uses his heal to no avail as this inhibitor turret goes down, and Tall Guy has to flash away or risk certain death.
Gilgalad flashes, but I thought he
Gilgalad
did.
flashed, yeah.
Okay,
Just the spectator bug.
Spectator bug's killing me here. Gilgalad does flash to try and get the last auto. He gets one, but not two.
Yeah, they're going to rotate. Oh, yeah, they're just going to rotate down to the minion wave to try and get this not quite healthy bot turret. The lead is now 13 kills in favor of
Gil Razzle Dazzle.
Gil Razzle Dazzle. I kept wanting to say Reign of Kings or something. And Cricket dies again to Ask Me About its ult. Tall Guy going to jump in and Hextech Ultimatum, and that's he goes down. Support United as
It ends up being a 1-for-1, but Sentai Sage and Tall Guy both burn their ults there.
Yeah, two pretty important ults in terms of team fights. Tall Guy's used to catch King Gilgalad in the last few team fights, and Sentai Sage is used to initiate, and they're just going to
You now have twice as many towers as United as One.
Yeah, 6-3, and that's an 8,000 gold lead. Now you were right, it did grow.
And this is a pretty good Baron power play for them so far.
Yeah, they still have what looks like about a minute Baron left, so they can get one in, even if they want to go back and buy for a second. Although they do have mid, Razzle Dazzle has mid pushing their top turret that Ask Me About It is going to take care of. I'm not sure if he actually has teleport. I think he does because he hasn't been away from the team all that much. Oh, and the Enchanted Crystal Arrow catches Boy Toy Troy. And Hadley is going to take a lot of damage. Rev Rift going so low to Tall Guy, and he's going to go down. Hadley still fighting in there, but Boy Toy Troy is going to go down to Chrono Swifty and his Ignite. Hadley is going to die as well, and King Gilgalad is forced to run away. But Ask Me About It just used his ultimate, and he's trying to chase.
He's just going for Nami again?
He goes in on Chrono Swifty, takes him out, and King Gilgalad is coming in to fight off, but he doesn't get anything out of that. Ask Me About It.
I thought he was going to go for Nami for the third time in a row. Yeah. Just aim for the sending a message strats.
The old tilter.
All right,
now it's a 1v2. Oh, King Gilgalad goes in. The Nami bubble misses, but he's still going to get chain CC'd out.
What?
Wow, that was so many stuns on top of one another to end up King Gilgalad, so he can.
So super minions in the mid lane take down both Nexus towers.
Oh, wow.
We are now Razzle Dazzle now has 8 turrets to the United as One's 3. Very behind in both gold and objectives.
Yeah. The open Nexus and as well as dead inhibitor. Someone is going to have to stay mid for United as One. Basically risk the game ending there off of the super minions coming in. Ask Me About It does not have teleport. Not, teleport off the minion and try and backdoor the game. Finally, possibly, the old Razzle Dazzle is going to get this dragon, the first of the game.
Can Sentai Sage do it again? Doesn't look like he's even going to try.
Cloud Drake goes over Razzle Dazzle. Not quite as good as, the two oceans that United as One had, but one dragon is still better than no dragons.
Cloud Drake is pretty good on this on the newest patches. They gave it a change where it was a pretty good change to the out of combat side of it, but really was focused on making it give in combat movement speed finally. The in combat movement speed, of course, is reduced from what the buff is when it's out of combat. I think it's halved.
But
it's still in combat. It still gives you something that can be used in combat.
2% movement speed tripled to 6% when you're out of combat. So I think as far as the numbers go. Oh, and Tall Guy initiates the fight, takes down Boy Toy Troy. Ask Me About It is going to be stunned, and Rev Rift. Oh, Hadley jumps back into the team and takes the Pyroclasm with him. Rev Rift is going to be chain stunned down, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get away from this one. The old Razzle Dazzle taking a bad fight and losing 2 of their members in the process, stopping that push on the.
You know, take this lull to talk about Rengar top, since I didn't get to talk about it earlier in the game. But Rengar top got worse with the rework because his Q, that AoE ability
Yeah,
that
the
he had
backstroke,
on the previous
or the butterfly.
iteration, didn't actually do very much damage. I believe it did less damage at the early ranks of the ability than his auto attacks. And so giving him back the auto enhance reset ability greatly helps his really early game trades, especially like in like top lane, because he can auto Q, and that's basically just like 2 quick autos. And the second one is always doing more damage than an auto attack because it is an enhanced auto attack. And so that helps him a lot, especially at like level 1.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's just part of the reason, but
And
that's
that-
why I think he came back top, having the auto reset Q instead of the AoE one. The AoE one, helped him with stuff like Raptors, but it ended up just being kind of
Yeah,
weird
not
ability.
Great for
not
in
great
most
for him.
stages of the
Not
game.
great for him overall.
Oh, but
Wow, a lot
Tall
of
Guy
shields.
with a lot of shields on top of him, fighting Ask Me About It, and he's going to end up killing him. Tall Guy is, and they're going to turn
Wait.
on Rev Rift, who is going to move forward. Hadley's ult misses. King
doesn't make it over
Gilgalad
the
is going
wall.
to try and jump forward onto Tall Guy and get the jump reset, and he's so close. He flashes forward to get it. Now Sentai Sage is fighting Boy Toy Troy. Boy Toy Troy is stunned. Sentai Sage is also stunned. A two-man
two-man
stun from Nami. Furious is going down. King Gilgalad with the resets kills Cricket. And Sentai Sage is going to be the only. Oh wait, Chrono Swifty is still in the base. He wasn't there for that team fight, but Boy Toy Troy goes down to Chrono Swifty's passive after the Pillar of
Nice
Flame
shot.
lands. Misses the combo onto Rev Rifts, and he's going to go down.
He
to
didn't
King
get his ultimate
Gilgalad.
off.
Oh boy, Sentai Sage trying to jump in vain, going to get stunned. Right on him. Cannot do anything to stop the old Razzle Dazzle from taking this naked Nexus. He's going to fight for it, but there are just too many of them. Rev Rift flashes around, and the Nexus goes down. Razzle Dazzle taking the win over United as one.
Right, so that's going to put them at 4-3, and United is 1 at 3-4. Both of these teams still strong playoff contenders if they win at least one of their games.
Yeah.
I think Razzle Dazzle only needs 1 to guarantee a spot. United is 1 at this point. If they win both, they guarantee themselves a spot. And both definitely still have good odds of making it. Just they Razzle Dazzle could make it, but possibly without any more wins.
Yeah.
United is 1 could make it possibly with 1 more win.
And the most important part of this was that I believe in that trifecta of formerly 3-3 teams, the old Razzle Dazzle, United is 1, and I think something. Oh, Death Cap for Cutie.
There you go.
Death Cap for Cutie had the head-to-head over United as 1 from earlier in the split. Razzle Dazzle now has the head-to-head over United as 1. So United as 1 will actually have to beat both of them in the final standings in order to make playoffs.
Gotcha.
Now, just to recap, the old Razzle Dazzle took the win over United as 1, putting them at a 4-3 record. When we come back, we stream Reign of Kings versus Brahms Bodybuilders.
Yep.
So we will be back in just a few short minutes.
All right. See you guys then.
Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Spring 2018 Platinum Capped Week 7. We just saw United is one take a very close defeat at the hands of the old Razzle Dazzle. The next game we have for you is between Reign of Kings Platinum and Brahms Bodybuilders. These two teams coming on very opposite ends of the table. Reign of Kings Platinum, they're coming into this match 4-2, sitting pretty. They've almost basically secured their spot in playoffs. Whereas Brahms Bodybuilders, they are 0-6, yet to pick up a match win this season. And statistically, I think it's impossible for them to make it to playoffs at this point.
Yeah.
So this week and then the remaining two, they're basically just looking to bring someone down with them. Play spoiler to the remaining two teams they have yet to play. But we'll see how they can do up against Reign of Kings Platinum, a team that has shown very strong performances the last few weeks.
Yeah, Reign of Kings Platinum at 4-2.
The one team to take a win off of OGR thus far. Now Shafty trying to take out that shrine from Jordan V69 Skarner will throw out a Dark Binding onto Wymul.
It's gonna take a little bit of damage and nothing of that, as the Spire is taken by Reign of Kings and beat back for the junglers. We have. Do we have the bans for this game?
Oh, yeah. Let's go look.
Picks, we have for Reign of Kings Platinum, we have Ornn in the top lane, Skarner in the jungle, Orianna mid lane, and a Jhin Alistar bot lane. For Brahms Bodybuilder, we have Illaoi top lane, Sejuani in the jungle,
That's
Morgana
not a misfortune.
mid, not misfortune, Morgana mid,
The spicy misfortune mid.
Caitlyn ADC, and Shen support. So let's take a look at the bans. Wow.
Yeah, so on the side of Reign of Kings, oh, hold on. What's happening here? Oh. They're just going to trade some abilities. Malzahar, Nasus, and Braum banned by Reign of Kings away from Brahms Bodybuilders. Brahms Bodybuilders ban away Vel'Koz, Tristana, and Gnar. Then in the second rotation, Garen and Karthus taken off the table by Reign of Kings. Camille and Ziggs taken away by Brahms Bodybuilders. A lot of those bans make sense to me. I've seen Wymul play a lot of Ziggs in OKLCS.
Yeah, and half of them are basically meta bans, and the other half are kind of target bans for players' comfort picks. We see a lot of that. And Jordan V69 is going to come into the top lane to try and fight Showtime. Gank, he's going to take a lot of damage from.
Oh, yeah, those tentacles do a lot of damage.
Oh, and Legit is coming in on Jordan, and he's not going to be able to get there in time to do anything. Jordan 6-9. Oh, but
now they're going in on the bottom lane.
Lane trade. It's Napalm taking some damage from captive audience. Oh, it's not a captive.
Okay,
it's
so
a deadly flourish.
That's always annoyed me,
should
right?
Be the other way around.
Like the trap is like, oh, look how pretty this is. It's like a flourish of like style and grace.
It's a flower. It's a flourish,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden.
BBB Showtime getting knocked up by Ryox. Going to take a lot of damage from the smash and going to get away. Why can't show us?
Doesn't even look like he flashed there. I actually think that red side's cooldowns are not bugged.
Okay.
Oh,
Legit going in on Ryox. He's going to have to dash away, and Jordan's coming in, but he's going to be stuck there, forced to flash. Legit, one more auto attack will give him
he got him!
And the stun comes
there.
Showtime takes first blood for Brahms Bodybuilders.
Nicely done. Unfortunately for Leave It to Wally, Shafty just presses E on himself and makes him not able to do anything. Yeah, so Jordan V69 comes in trying to take out Showtime, who is very low off of that trade with Ryox. But Legit also shows up, and unfortunately Jordan V69 has no health.
It's Napalm gets to taunt, and it's just going to be some damage onto Insco.
But Wally is coming in.
Doesn't use his combo. Yeah, so this bot lane, Jhin Alistar versus Shen. Oh, and the flash or headfoot pulverized combo comes in against speed machine, but done. Let's go. Showtime doing some damage to Ryok. It's just standing there and taking the I'm but a vessel. That's all it's called.
Test of Spirit.
Test of Spirit.
Yeah, I really like the theme of Alawi. She's like, hey, I have an old god on my side, and we're gonna test your faith. I'm gonna pull this spirit out of you, and if you're not a little baby and you fight me, then you get the ghost removed. But if you run away,
Haunted.
then you're haunted. It's like, coward, you're gonna get punished by my tentacles. Or you could just dodge.
Yeah.
That also works.
Yeah, usually dodging ends up being the choice for most
ideal.
players.
No, okay, so we had this actually happen in game number 1 of the day, but we'll hold that thought.
Gets the knockup, and he's going to get the
he
stun,
flashes
and
for
Legit takes the kill from Shafty. Shafty flashes for the kill, but doesn't really gets the assist.
So what I think Shafty should have done is not throw the Dark Binding out. Just wait for Legit to come in as Wally goes in on the bottom lane.
Pulverize is
Okay,
yeah,
you saw it right there. But it's Napalm popped the Spirit's Refuge underneath himself as the 4th shot from Badinsko was coming out. There was kind of a similar thing in game number 1 with Jax versus Jhin, where you can just hold your Counter-Strike for the 4th shot because that's the one that's going to do the most damage.
Yeah, and it's the one that means its Napalm can stay in lane, because, you know, when you're at half health and at early levels, no items, a Jhin 4th shot will do a lot of damage to a support.
Yeah, it's Shen actually has some of the lowest base resistances in the game. Because he has a spammable shield in his kit. That's where Riot wants most of his tankiness to come from, is from spamming your abilities optimally with your passive cooldown. But as a result, you have to have low resistances, or else you're just overpowered.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shen, you gotta play it pretty well, and then you gotta build tanky items.
Oh, Ryok getting the knockup onto
they're
BBB.
gonna call the
Showtime
Forge God
going
in.
to take the call of the Forge God, and Showtime's going to try and get away with her ult, but he's going to. Oh, there's so much healing.
He's go!
Oh,
breathes
Showtime
on him
goes
for the
down.
kill. Ryok says, "My god is stronger than your god." Pulls the ram in, shows the tentacle goddess what for, and solo kills Showtime in the top lane.
But he had to have been sweating there a little bit, just seeing each auto attack.
Oh, wow!
The flash headbutt pulverize, and Legit is going to go down to leave it to Wally.
A really nice play from the support of Reign of Kings. Flash headbutt pulverize. That was a seamless combo. And then Weimel just says, "Here, have my ball. It's gonna pull that guy back in, and you can hit him." Cows are better than pigs, as it is.
And now we have Jordan 6-9 with the Impale on Skarner. Cooldown's bugged, but he has the Impale. Meanwhile, Legit also has the Glacial Prison on Sejuani. This is going to much stronger ganks for both of these junglers.
Both of these junglers are kind of like want to just sort of farm up to that level 6 because that's when their ganks really come online. Sejuani a little bit better off more recently because you have that stun on your E. I guess Skarner does also have a stun, but
and Jordan getting caught by the Glacial Prison. Legit is going
Where is
to
the Dark
pop
Binding?
Blast Cone, and it looks like Jordan is just going to go down to 3 members of Brahms Bodybuilders.
There's the Dark Binding. I think again, I think Shafty got greedy. That's what I imagine happened, is that he threw the Dark Binding before Legit threw the Glacial Prison, and thankfully it comes up as the Soul Shackles are going off, so he can throw it out anyway. Showtime is the one who ends up picking up the kill on the side of BBB.
Yeah, and now a 2-kill Alawi walking back into lane against Ryox's 1-kill Ornn, also 13 CS down against Showtime. So
I'm still very concerned for Ryox. Once Showtime finishes off a Black Cleaver, I think he'll just have enough sustain to tank Ryox's damage, get some health back from the tentacles just slamming down on him, and slowly kill off the big scary man, the Forge God.
Yeah, especially since Ornn just can't really dodge most of Showtime's attacks. They are very telegraphed. They're pretty slow, but no, he's a giant goat. He's slower.
Is he really a goat? He's like more of a walrus type thing, right?
I think he's a goat because he's got, the ramming thing
That's
going.
true. That's true.
He's also like a mountain goat, which
Oh, okay. I
Freljord.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. He's like I don't know. He just reminds me so much of that walrus Digimon. I think it's Vikemon.
I was never a Digimon guy. That was I left
You're
that
missing
to...
out. Oh, here
and
we
Jordan
go.
V69 is going to get the stun off on its napalm.
Whoa,
Flashes
what?
forward, but doesn't ult. Speed
does
Machine,
get the
Speed
impale on
Machine's
the
going
Speed
to
Machine.
Oh, he's going to get away with the flash 90 caliber net combo. Yeah, a little bit of a misplay by Jordan V69.
Yeah, oh,
there.
that was really greedy to not just ult the Shen there. If its napalm were a little bit faster, he probably could have just shadow dashed onto Jordan V69 anyway. Oh, but
he gets
now
the
he
two-man
uses
taunt.
it.
And Leave It to Wally is going to go in and try and save Budinsko, but Jordan is coming
Oh,
in
a
along with
teleport
the
coming
teleport
in.
from Shafty.
This
Shafty
is
misses the dark binding.
Who was that aimed at?
Legit stuns and hits Jordan V69 with the Glacial Prison. Leave It to Wally is going to die and misses the fourth shot.
Legit shades away, but here comes
Speed Machine doesn't
Ryox.
get and there's a two-man shockwave from Weimel. Ryox comes in with the Call of the Forge God. Its napalm has to flash away, and the four remaining members of Reign of Kings Platinum are going to be down here in the bot lane against two members of Brahms Bodybuilders.
How close is that top lane tower? Showtime's still hammering away at it. Shadow Dash is gonna
This is the
miss.
Shadow Dash. But the fourth shot comes in, and
Ooh!
Budinsko gets the kill on its napalm under the tower.
That's what happens when you miss that taunt. When you don't have enough energy to pop the Spirit's Refuge, you can't dodge that auto attack.
Yeah, and Reign of Kings now going and trying to rush this turret down before Showtime.
Oh,
Gets
but
the first
Showtime
turret.
gets it. Right, Reign of Kings will pick up this one in response, so at least it's not, nothing gotten back. But they do miss out on that turret first blood gold.
Yeah. Oh, and Showtime
Oh
is
my
teleporting in on the back end.
Yeah,
I
Reign of
think
Kings don't even know. They haven't
Reign of
noticed
King
yet,
can't
but
see
here comes a second one.
It's
The Stand
Napalm
United!
coming in with the Stand United. Weimel is caught out and stunned and killed. Budinsko is taking a lot of damage from the... Ryox is very low from the Caitlyn ult. And their own... Brahms Bodybuilders is only going to manage to get one there. Using Showtime's teleport, using Napalm's Stand United, and basically the whole team collapsing in. One kill and just to beat Cloud Drag.
Yep, Cloud Drake going over to the side of BBB. No problemo. And they have a 700 gold lead over Reign of Kings Platinum plus the Cloud Drake.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be
Ooh, there's a
rotating.
Shadow
Gets
Dash.
caught by the taunt. Shafty misses another Dark Binding, and they're going to be able to take this control ward. Short skirmish. Budinsko's ult coming out. Jordan, I think,
Oh
has
wow,
ultimate.
he just wants to go for the Black Shield is down!
The flash headbutt pulverized, suppressed, and Shafty is gonna go down to Weimel.
He had stopwatch up. Why didn't he stopwatch after Soul
Oh,
Shackling?
and legit gets caught by the shockwave and is going to have to flash away or risk being by Reign of Kings. Reign of Kings now can just push on this turret. There's only one person, and its napalm is going to dodge the Call of the Forge God with.
Yeah,
Forge God
Ryox
with
has
the
tower
Shadow
aggro. I
Dash.
don't know if he's noticed.
Yeah, he just noticed. Legit going to miss. Alright, look to dance out of the way of the Deadly Flourish. And Reign of Kings are going to pick up that mid turret.
Two very large misplays from Shafty in that fight, which resulted in him dying. He very prematurely dropped the Black Shield on one of his teammates, means he did not have it for himself. Leave It to Wally sees that, goes straight onto him with a headbutt pulverize combo, and then Shafty has the opportunity. He pops the Soul Shackles, doesn't use the stopwatch. All of his team were there. They definitely could have turned that fight, or at least forced them away with the threat of that AoE stun. In the end, Shafty ends up going down, and there's a tower going over to Reign of Kings.
And now we have three members of Brahms Bodybuilders just pushing this mid turret, trying to take it back from where Reign of Kings took their own.
You basically, especially as, or like basically.
Oh, and it's Napalm standing still, getting caught by the headbutt pulverize. Jordan stepping up, but I don't think he has ult.
Doesn't look like he has the impale. It's gonna get tested. Spirit will be tested. And he
Looks
ran
like
away,
he
which
was
just
a
means the
coward.
tentacles will haunt him. You base it almost never does Shafty really want to use the Black Shield just to block random magic damage.
Leave it to Wally getting the headbutt pulverized. Showtime is snared, doesn't get the test of spirit. But Jordan is caught by Legit, and it's Napalm missing the Shadow Dash. Jordan also gets out of the Glacial Prison exhausted, and it looks like he's going to be taking them on a wild goose chase. Call of the Forge God coming in, knocking up 2 members of Brahms Bodybuilders. But Ryox is caught by the Dark Binding. Legit is going to continue.
Wow, he
forward,
really wants this one.
And there's
Stand United coming in.
Coming in on Showtime, and it's Napalm is not going to Shadow Dash in. But Curtain Call.
Not super well aimed there.
Yeah.
Definitely could have angled it a little bit better. Yeah, so that wasn't like a huge mistake from It's Napalm. Probably just not super familiar with the duration of the stun. But he was doing a good job trying to chain CC as best he could. He just gave a little bit too much time for Jordan to flash away just before the Shadow Dash came through.
Yeah, and leave it to Wally, going to jump in on Shafty, misses the
That actually
pulverize,
might
but
have
hits
worked
the
out
headbutt.
for him.
Jordan is going to go further in, but the magic shield means not.
Now he has
Shafty.
it!
Shafty is stunned, killed by Ryox, and Legit is just standing there, gets knocked up, gets pulverized, or gets headbutted, takes the ignite. Oh, and it's Napalm is taking, he takes a shockwave, but nothing else. Legit is going to escape from there. Reign of Kings is going to take Brahms Bodybuilder.
Wow, I really don't like Shafty's use of Black Shield at all. He's not using it to block CC. He just sort of pops it on himself or on anybody else whenever he sees they're like relatively close to the enemy team. You want to use that Black Shield, you know, as reactively as you can. Obviously, if Jordan B69 is right next to them, yeah, you're gonna want to put the Black Shield because you can't really see the impale coming out. But he just sort of pops it on himself kind of randomly, and you see Jordan V69 is smart enough to wait for it to expire and then pull him back in, and he's just like really sad after that.
Yeah, I suppose he popped it a little early, hoping that Jordan V69 would just try to impale him and not realize that he can't. Believe it to Wally's coming in hot. Has the Moby Boots, which means he can engage pretty fast. BBB Showtime flashes out of the shockwave.
I swear that was just used. Oh, here we go.
Ryox
Prison
is caught
coming
by
in.
the Glacial Prison, but Jordan V69 is caught.
The
and
split
stunned.
fight!
The Call of the Forge God comes out, knocks up 3 members of BBB. It's Napalm is going so low.
Summoner
and
heal,
Ryox
he's
is
still
in the middle
alive!
of the team. Weimel is taking a lot of damage. Budinsko's taking a lot of damage. Leave it to Wally is dead, and Budinsko is staying.
Just unleash the firing squad.
Budinsko gets 1 kill there onto Shafty, who walked a little bit too far forward. And he's got the 4th shot. He does not have flash, but can he get speed?
Oh,
no,
wow!
Comes out
they're
Napalm.
so scared of him just 4th-shotting that they just invest the Stand United in.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure that a 4th shot has on a low health Caitlyn, but also that's a long cooldown to use when not even close to him. Although I suppose if they didn't know that he had flash, then that was pretty smart.
Yeah, so that was a super split fight by BBB, but it ends up working out for them. The issue with flanks...
Oh, and Showtime is impaled, pulled under turret, and killed. Okay.
Yeah. So the thing about flanks is that you have to pincer at the same time from both sides. Otherwise, the team that's sort of like grouped up, they will turn onto one side and kill them off in what is essentially a 5v2 or 5v3, and then you're in a 5v3 or 5v2 on the other side, and you just, lose. BBB with a really good pincer there. Not sure what that was aimed at. So,
Wallies.
and then Showtime is just destroying them with the Leap of Faith, the ultimate from Alawi. Oh, and a teleport coming in. Reign of Kings
trying to get this before Baron spawns, but it doesn't look like,
Yeah, not the best time to try and start the Rift Herald, but it will be something that starts the fight!
The Call of the Forge God comes in, Ryox knocks up 2, and they catch Showtime and kill him while the rest of BBB is distracted. Shafty, Soul Shackles, and Stopwatch are popped. Shafty goes down, but Legit is trying to chase, but Legit's running away, and they
Badinsko is just
got him.
unloading on them!
And that is a 3-0 in favor of Reign of Kings, and they're just going to turn onto the Baron and get this.
Yeah, so with that fight, Showtime and Ryox, both top laners, essentially take a 1v4 from the other 4 members of the enemy team. The unfortunate thing is, Showtime, all he offers is damage, whereas Ryox can stall out his own death because he has CC. Also, Showtime's build is not optimal in any way. You should basically almost never go for a Trinity Force as well as another item that builds out of either Phage or Sheen. You never want to go Trinity Force Iceborne, you never want to go Trinity Force Black Cleaver. I've seen builds on Alawi where you do either or, but only in the situations where you're like snowballing so hard it doesn't matter what you're doing do you go both just for the lulz. This is not a situation where you would want to do that if you're trying to win this game. You're missing out on such powerful items like Sterak's Gauge, which will allow you to survive a little bit of additional burst so that you can have the opportunity to heal up with your tentacles. You're missing out on items like Spirit Visage, which will block magic damage and will allow you to heal even more with your tentacles. You're missing out on, so many of these powerful items that Alawi likes to build, going for something that doesn't really benefit you all that much at all.
Yeah, especially when Ryox is already far superior at.
Oh, that's a big shockwave!
Showtime is caught and killed by the curtain call. Leave It to Wally is just tanking so much damage under this tower. Ryox has turret aggro. They're gonna have to leave it to Wally to die, but it's a 2-for-1. Reign of Kings gets Showtime and Speed Machine for Leave It to Wally. Good trade for them. They're going to get this turret as well. And Legit throws out an ult, whiffs it. Shafty misses his Dark Binding. And Reign of Kings is going to be able to rotate away.
What a beautiful shockwave from Waimo. He sees them all grouped up. He says, I'm just going to go for it, guys. Throws the ball out, pops the shockwave onto three members of BBB. Unfortunately, they're only able to get 1 tower off of such a good fight, but, well, make it 2 as they pick up this one in the top lane. But really nicely done by Reign of King.
Yeah, and with this Baron buff, which is still up for another minute, they can definitely put a lot of pressure into this inner turret. There's only 2 members right now of BBB trying to stop this. Speed Machine coming up, a little more wave clear on the side, but Legit gets caught by the shockwave and is going to live.
Yeah, they got the Stand United and they got the Black Shield out of that one, and here comes the curtain call.
Comes out.
Will it hit? They're going to be blocked up by Shafty, and then by his Napalm.
Tanking 2 hits of that curtain call.
Oh,
Call
but
of
here's
the
Call of the
Forge
Forge
God comes
God.
out, and he's going to knock up Legit,
Leave It to Wally with the flank!
Getting hit by Leave It to Wally. They're going to take the turret, but Leave It to Wally is on his own. Shafty gets caught and killed, and
Showtime with the flank
Showtime
as well.
In with the flank. Badinsko is so low, but it's not going to matter. He still lives, and they get the kill on Showtime.
I like the thought by Reign of Kings there. Leave It to Wally comes in the back and just stands there and tries to get the combo to keep them in Call of the Forge God. Unfortunately, the execution wasn't quite there, or maybe it was a miscommunication because Ryox shot it at the other members of BBB in the other side of the lane. So unfortunately, Leave It to Wally's kind of left out to dry behind the tower as they take it down, and he kind of falls over as well.
Yeah, it looked like a similar sort of thing to what they were doing at that mid-inner turret fight, where Leave It to Wally runs in, tanks tower aggro, tanks 4 members of the team, has his ult up, just cannot be taken low. But this time he didn't have his ult, so he went down a lot faster to the 3 members that he was trying to take control. Now the Baron buff is gone, so it's just going to return to a Dragon Dance with what dragon that is coming up in 30 seconds.
Reign of Kings with that Baron, they're only able to clear out. They successfully clear out a lot of towers, which is good. That's a big Baron power play. Unfortunately, they're not able to break the base of BBB, so it's going to be a little while before they can do so up against Shafty's wave clear.
Showtime going in against Ryox, he's trying to bring them back to Weimel and to Wally.
Oh, what a
Oh.
great bait if they fall for it. Oh, no, Speed Machine!
Doesn't get collapsed on.
Okay, good ward, good ward.
Good
Reign of
ward,
Kings are
yeah.
not able to catch him.
But the Ocean Drake, it is an Ocean Drake, is up. And Reign of Kings is at a much better position to take this right now. With
Oh, wow, they're
Budinsko
going to turn
in the
for
mid
it.
lane. They're turning onto its Napalm. Knocks up Showtime, pushes him back into his team, and Showtime is going to ult, and is going to
there's
do
no
so
damage.
much
They can't focus down Showtime.
The three-man Shockwave kills Shen. Weimel is 1v1ing Speed Machine right now. Shafty goes down and legit is running away from the rest of Reign of Kings.
The curtain call's aimed at Speed Machine.
Yeah.
Looks like he made it out. Unfortunate. Not American Sniper
and
this time.
Legit is going to go down to Jordan to Wall. Yeah, no, that was an interesting fight.
Yeah, okay, so Showtime was in the position to pop off that fight. A locket came in from its napalm to keep him alive so they could heal up a little bit more. Unfortunately, Weimel with yet another great shockwave basically removes Speed Machine from the fight. He gets him so low that he cannot be a part of it and successfully eliminates the remainder of Showtime's health. Allowing Reign of Kings to continually kite back on the remaining members of BBB and just kill them off.
Yeah, and now it looks like Reign of Kings are just rotating back to this dragon that they were meaning to take, and they're going to take it with Baron coming up in a minute. So, is looking for something to do, basically, right now.
BBB has what I really don't know what to call this comp. They got wave clear and they've got the potential for siege with Morgana and Caitlyn. You can kind of just set up traps and start hitting the tower with very long range and fishing for dark bindings, which you can chain into with the Yordle snap trap, if of course safely. So they could potentially have sieged well if they hadn't fallen so far behind in laning phase. Additionally, they could also try to operate as a pick comp, using Morgana and Sejuani to randomly pick off members of Reign of Kings, or for like make it a sudden 1v2 with its Napalm Stand United. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to do that either.
Yeah, to me, BBB's
BBB's hopes and dreams
like,
on Speed Machine, who is getting a good
damage,
opportunity to put down damage.
And Speed Machine
is
going to get snared, knocked up, comboed, and he's not.
Wait,
he's going to
Speed
get
Machine's
out.
still alive.
Its Napalm is dead, but Legit is also going to go down. Showtime ults, doesn't do enough to kill off its, leave it to Wally, and goes down himself. Now the curtain call is coming out onto Shafty. Weimel is chasing, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do enough to kill off the mid and ADC of Brahms Bodybuilders.
Yeah, Speed Machine played that pretty well. He's doing his best to, like, he's 4-1-4 right now with a near Flame Horizon over Budinsko. The thing is, he doesn't have a Last Whisper yet, which means he can't do anything to Ryox or to Jordan B69, even with just the Ninja Tabis. And so he's just like trying to auto as best he can while doing so from safety. Reign of Kings recognize that, and so they have Jordan B69 flash impale him, and Speed Machine's just like, oh, I'm dead. But he makes it out. He gets he flashes away from the shockwave as the impale ends, just barely in time. Unfortunately, like we said, he still can't do enough damage to the front line before Showtime, Legit, and Shafty all basically just die.
Yeah, its Napalm was forced to use the Stand United to keep Speed Machine alive there after the residual damage was in from after the shockwave. And since he's standing there, you know, in the middle of both teams just channeling Stand United, he just kind of dies.
Yeah.
Not able to get off a taunt onto Budinsko or Weimel. even Jordan V69.
So I think that I really don't know how BBB win fights. I think basically what they have to do is they have to like absolutely hole up in their base, just have Shafty clear waves as best he can against Baron, which is not
Oh!
very much the
The
late
Impale
Black
comes in
Shield.
and legit takes a bunch of damage escaping. Call of the
Oh,
Forge
and they're
God
gonna
comes
get the
in, he's
secondary
knocked up,
engage.
And
Wait, where did the
wait,
ram
where'd it go?
Well, it
Its
doesn't
napalm
matter.
dies anyways, and
Yeah, Badinsko is a little bit too
yeah,
strong
and
right now.
Shafty
Good
with
Sonya's.
Zanya's Hourglass is going to stun and die. Badinsko
Wow, he's chasing
down
him down.
and killing Speed Machine.
Yeah, Showtime is doing what he can to try and get an inhibitor bot lane, but he's pushing against 4 members plus Baron.
Yeah, not coming back. Okay, the teleport comes back to try and save. Has ult, so he can. Oh,
Well,
but he just gets combo CC'd and dies to the remainder of, or to all of Kings.
Yep, and the Baron buff wave is here now. Reign of Kings, they have no members on the side of BBB to contend with. They will take down the Nexus Towers. The curtain call comes out, shot at the fountain, just trying to see what damage he can do as the Nexus falls. Reign of Kings will progress 5-2.
That was a pretty clean victory overall for Reign of Kings. Just not really taking too many risky fights, rotating. They rotate back, they engage when they can. Just kind of, there wasn't a massive fight that swung the goal.
Yeah,
It's just steady.
10-0-12 on Badinsko's Jhin has some very good positioning in that fight. But you gotta hand a lot of that to Weimel with he has some really good shockwaves. And Reign of Kings, they do so well with playing around Shafty's Black Shield. When he does put it down, they go for an engage to force it, and then they back off, and then they like say, okay, you're good, you're safe, and then all of a sudden Call of the Forge God comes in, and they just sort of like run him down.
Yeah.
So that is going to be game number 4. We have one more game for you. We're gonna take a short break before we get into it. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Spring 2018 Platinum Capped Week 7. We just saw Reign of Kings take down Brahms Bodybuilders. We have one more game on the night, which is between Deathcap for Cutie and Ironman, by the way. We'll go ahead and just jump right into it. Deathcap for Cutie on the blue side up against Ironman, by the way, on the red side. Deathcap for Cutie coming in at 3-3. Ironman, by the way, coming in 4-2. Both of these teams sitting towards the upper half of Platinum Capped right now. We'll have to see which one of them can push themselves a little bit higher, a little bit closer to that playoff spot.
Yeah, so let's take a look at Champion Select while the game starts. For Deathcap for Cutie, we have Scion top, Warwick jungle, Nivea mid, Caitlyn ADC, and Tom Kench support. On the side of Ironman, by the way, we have Riven top, Sejuani jungle, Echo mid, Zaya, and Rakan bot lane.
Yeah.
So, and for the bans, that's
this is
not the right game. So, no invades coming out from either team, but Deathcap for Cutie did get a Vision Ward in the side of on the side of Ironman, by the way, is blue buff. So standard starts, bot lanes are pushing, and okay, here we have the
So on the side of Deathcap for Cutie, they ban away Fiora, Taric, and Camille. And Ironman, by the way, will ban away Jarvan, Malzahar, and Shaco from Deathcap for Cutie. Soapy in previous OKLCS splits has liked to go for the Shaco. He's also liked to go for the Ivern. And Ivern, sort of you're seeing some fringe Ivern play. I could see him feasibly going for that. Anyway, second rotation of bans, Galio and Zac taken away by Deathcap for Cutie. Braum and Janna taken away by Ironman, by the way.
Okay, so a little more support focused in that bot lane. I mean, it didn't really work all that well since they got the Zaya Rakan combo.
Zaya Rakan going over to Ironman, by the way. It will be Caitlyn, Tom Kench for Pro Shiznitz and Shirani. Pretty safe. Any lane with Tom Kench is safe, but combine that with Parallelogram going on to Gimme the Tendies, a big trade. These Parallelogram's been in OKLCS a bit longer than Gimme the Tendies, but you'd say that these are these two players' signature champion, really. Parallelogram has been playing Scion forever, even before it got overpowered with the stupid Arcane Comet thing. Now he's playing it with the Arcane Comet, albeit patched, so you don't get the overpowered little Roar the Slayer width. And he's doing pretty well against Gimme the Tendies. Soapy gonna look for the King, but he cannot get the Fear off because he doesn't find the Jaws of the Beast in time.
So yeah, Pro Shiznitz and Shirani going to be pushing Repid and Force Shot. Oh, but Parallelogram and Gimme the Tendies are going to do some trading. Not
going to result from too much. Right, level 3 hit by Deathcap for Cutie bottom lane. Both Shirani and Force Shot have opted for the Guardian Keystone, which is good on both of these two champions, although I would argue that it's not the ideal Keystone for either of them. Rakan really likes to go for the Unsealed Spell. Wow, Parallelogram getting Gimme the Tendies very low, but here comes the King. Hawaii Sheep now getting jumped on by Demon Print. The King actually forced away by Parallelogram as well. Oh, and here we go. Soapy looking for Demon Print. He's going to get the Parallel Convergence Shield. Jump back onto Soapy for the speed. Z-Drive Resonance will just walk him out of there.
Oh, but Pro Shiznitz.
Ooh, good 90 caliber net will dodge away from the Grand Entrance, and there's a Tongue Lash. In response, Kawaii going to get egged. They're just going to eat up Pro Shiznitz. We'll take the Gleaming Quill in response. Yeah, so Rakan really likes to have the Unsealed Spellbook because it allows you to go Ignite in lane and then possibly go Exhaust if you really need it later. But more importantly, it gives you the Summoner spell cooldown reduction. And Rakan with Flash is significantly more powerful than Rakan without Flash. On the other side, Tom Kench is a champion that really benefits very heavily from Glacial Augment, both in lane and out of lane, because you just get that auto attack off. You can not only make plays in lane with it just by autoing and then hitting him with your tongue and then just autoing him and eating him up, but you can also roam with it very effectively. And then also it's still good in team fights later because even you can eat up your ADC, auto the enemy that's diving on them and run away, or you can just like stand and be a frontliner trying to slow targets that make it easier for your ADC to space.
Oh, I've never heard of, or never really thought of Glacial Augment on Tahm Kench, but you know, we learn something new every day.
Yeah, Glacial Augment's a really fun keystone to take on Tahm Kench. Oh, but here we go. A gank coming in from the King. He just blast coned over. Oh, good eat by Shirani. Will dodge the knockout from 4-shot. Proshizn's gonna lay down some traps, try and get his support out of there. The stun comes through. Shirani not gonna get rooted. Repit taking a lot of damage. There's the Grey Hell Shield. The King will turn around. Ignite goes down to the Shirani, but the heal comes out from Proshizn's. Will it be enough? Shirani will survive.
Slivers of HP. And now Repit actually is taken pretty low by that.
Yeah, the Proshizn's... Oh, hold on a second, because Give Me the Tendies just hit 6. Parallelogram still level 5. There's the Wind Slash is available. It comes out. Parallelogram is going to die to minions. It's First Blood soloed out by Give Me the Tendies.
Yeah, the hitting 6 right before Parallelogram did. That, I mean, basically won the fight right there.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah,
The King looking for a possible dive onto Kawaii's Sheep. He did get egged earlier. Parallel Convergence being channeled. Demon Print not going to get caught by the Crystallize. There's the stun! The King comes in for an easy Arctic Assault. And it will be Iron Man, by the way, picking up one in the mid lane.
Good gank by the King from an unorthodox placement. You know, you don't see that many ganks coming in from
really
behind
nice.
the turret.
Really nicely done by Iron Man, by the way. Demon Print to get off the stun, and the King to come in with that unconventional gank path. Now he's going in on a Soapy. Gonna get feared up, but he has the Parallel Convergence shield, and it will prompt the teleport from Kawaii's Sheep.
Yeah. You know, Soapy, that is the second time he's encountered this Echo, and the second time that he's just kind of stood in his Parallel Convergence while it went off. I suppose he's been going for the Fear onto Demon Print, but still, I think the Parallel Convergence stun is longer than Fear, so...
Actually interrupts the Decimating Smash from Parallelogram. You see that bone plating for Give Me the Tendies. He's gone for Arcane Comet Riven. I've seen so many different keystones on Riven. I'm not actually sure which one is the best one.
Yeah, I've seen just about every keystone on Riven, just from, you know, the guys are like, oh, well, I really don't know what's any good, so I'm just gonna, you know...
You're just sort of, it's kind of like, and that, I feel like that happens because there's, like, not a keystone that Riven just really likes to take.
Yeah.
That might change when we see Conqueror come out.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not. Well, okay, so Conqueror, it gives you a lot of AD. It gives you 10 to 60 AD based on your level. It gives, what is it? It converts 20% of your damage to true damage.
Yeah.
After like for 4 seconds, but it's like can be like
refreshed for melee champions. So yeah, every time Riven auto attacks, she continues to have that 10 to 60 AD. I think it's 50.
Yeah, the idea behind Conqueror is basically give Bruises a keystone that says I can always beat tanks like at all stages of the game. It's like basically exclusively for AD bruisers, of which Riven is one.
Yeah. And
it allows you to win matchups against tanks that you wouldn't normally. Give Me the Tendies coming in. The King gonna get a stun off. Unstoppable Onslaught will cancel out the disable. Nicely done by Parallelogram, but that will force him out of lane.
Yeah, hey, the King, you know, you can't just stun Parallelogram, because, you know, his Unstoppable Onslaught is unstoppable.
But seeing the jungler topside will prompt Deathcap for QD to go for this Mountain Drake. Proshizn's and Shirani successfully shoving that wave in onto Repit and Force Shot, so they can't really respond. And Soapy already having started it up. Not going to be a problem for Deathcap for QD to come and pick it up. Oh yeah, Parallel Convergence being started. He gets the smite off. Soapy is going very low, but there's the Infinite Duress. The charm comes through, but he gets devoured by Shirani. Spit out on the other side. Ignite goes down. He gets a fear off, and a Force Shot picks up the kill with the Ignite. Now Demon Print going very low, but there's the Time Warp. Not Time Warp. It's the the thing.
Time
Chrono
winding.
break. Chrono break.
Yeah, chrono break.
Parallelogram now going in onto give me the tendies. There's a Soul Furnace Shield. Decimating Smash gonna get interrupted yet again. It was traded 1 for Dragon. Oh wow! Give me the
Give me
tendies
the
going
tendies
very
so
low.
low.
A couple more autos from Parallelogram gets the shield off. There's the stun coming through. The Soul Furnace coming out. Repit gonna take the ace in the hole. Featherstorm comes out. Oh, that's a root onto 2 members of Death Cap for Cutie. Shy Ronnie going very low, gets the gray health, but it will be the Glacial Prison on the Pro Shiznitz. Flashes away. He devours him up. Shy Ronnie gonna spit him out over to. No, he spits him into the knockup. Pro Shiznitz is gonna go down. Repit picks up the kill.
Wow, really good knockups by Fourth Shot here, as well
And
as.
give me the tendies made it out in that top lane.
Oh yeah. But yeah, and the king catching Pro Shiznitz at the very end of that Glacial Prison. Shy Ronnie was, low enough that they could kill without it, so instead Pro Shiznitz caught it for the stun and enough damage to ensure that both of them would be dead by the end of that fight.
I don't know when Shy Ronnie used his Devour the first time, because surely he would have used it earlier than when we saw him use it. But at the end there, he actually probably hurt Pro Shiznitz's chances of getting out because he was closer to the enemy when he ate Pro Shiznitz.
Yeah, so now it is 5 kills to nothing for Iron Man, by the way, with a 4,000 gold lead.
Even the Tendies showing a lot of proficiency on this Riven, just playing around Parallelogram Scion really well, using the shield to block up tower aggro as he goes for very aggressive trades. Gonna take the Soul Furnace off of Parallelogram, but the Decimating Smash, he has nothing to interrupt it. Now under tower, Unstoppable Onslaught will come through. Here's Soapy on the other side. Infinite Rest lands, and it will be Gimme the Tendies going down. He flashed in! What? Now Pro Shiznitz getting jumped on by Demon Print, throws down the 90 caliber the Yordle Snapchat, but it will not matter as the Time Wander comes through to pick up the kill.
Yeah, so,
interesting flashback Gimme the Tendies. Also, a gank bottom lane by Demon Print. And the king, actually, because Repit is the one holding up in this mid lane.
Yeah, ends up getting Pro Shiznitz, putting that Caitlyn to 0 and 2. Meanwhile, we have Repit with a 14 CS lead in counterpart, and as well as a kill and an assist. So he has finished his Essence Reaver, whereas Pro Shiznitz is still only about halfway through.
Shy Ronnie using the Devour to bring the cannon minion and spits it out at Pro Shiznitz with the Relic Shield. He says, "This is yours whether you want it or not." Tongue Lash would have been a stun there. So teleport used by Parallelogram into the top lane. Give me the Tendies. Is he going to go aggressive onto this? Does not have the ultimate available. But Soapy is going to be found here. Knocked up by Force Shot. Comes in. Demon Print actually just going to jump past Shy Ronnie, get devoured up as Pro Shiznitz has to back away. Throws him into the Piltover Peacemaker, but they don't have any more damage. Ace in the hole going to be blocked by the Parallel Convergence. Actually came out late, but Chrono Break comes out. Shy Ronnie continue to look for it. We need a Tongue Lash for the stun. There it is. A couple more autos. Demon Print flashes away. Shy Ronnie needs one more Tongue Lash. Going to take the time under the face. He will get it, and he will die to minions. Parallelogram now getting aggressed on by Gimme the Tendies. He does have the Blade of the Exile available.
Fourth Shot is actually fighting Pro Shiznitz right now in the bot lane while this is going on. But Kawaii Sheep came in, dissuade the Iron Man, by the way, support. Fighting long.
Gonna get knocked up there. Unstoppable Onslaught just came off cooldown. Oh, and now you got the King. He just picked up the Rift Herald. Gonna pick up the buff, but now Arctic Assault is down, but he's got backup coming faster than that of Deathcap for Cutie. Now Force Shot is going to take some damage from Pro Shiznitz. I don't know why he's down here. There's nobody on his team anywhere near that area, and there's really no point unless you're... Actually, there's no point to be alone while you're support.
Yeah.
You really don't want to go into the enemy jungle to ward by yourself because you'll get caught and you'll die. You always want, when you're going for deep wards as support, you almost always want to have pressure in the area from your teammates. And Gimme the Tendies going very low here. Gonna use the Broken Wings to get out.
Print taking the buff for Iron Man, by the way, and Repit is just clearing waves like he has been doing in the mid lane.
Jairani coming around will get the or the blade collar onto Kawaii Sheep. Now force shot looking for a knockup possibly. Is gonna miss everybody and now he's gonna have to jump back onto Rep It.
Why Sheep, you know, it wouldn't have really mattered, but not quite getting the ice wall in time.
Look how Gimme the Tendies is very low up against Parallelogram. The king has to come up and help him pick up that wave. But now, oh, Proshiznis, he used the Yordle Snap Trap to dodge away from the Parallel Convergence. Kawaii Sheep very low on mana, going for the Tear Rod mana stacking build. Will take him a while now, but now you've got 3 members of Deathcap for Cutie. Infinite Duress misses. Demon Print will get a stun with the Parallel Convergence onto Shirani. Z-Drive Resonance will allow him to speed his way out of there, and Force Shot here to back him up.
Yeah, bad whiff by Soapy there. Could have gotten Demon Print, basically in the middle of that dash over the wall, but
Flash Frost will land. Now Demon Print gonna go aggressive onto Kawaii Sheep, just gonna pick up the shield. The Rift Herald goes down in favor of Iron Man, by the way, and they will siege onto this tower, but there's the Unstoppable Onslaught, does not find anything, and here comes the Abyssal Voyage as well. The King misses the Arctic Assault, stunned up by the Flash Frost. Soapy's coming in, but he has no Infinite Rest. We saw him miss it earlier. Parallel Convergence is channeled. There's the quickness. The Rakambo comes through. They charm up 3, and now he's gonna continue to charm him up and get out of there. Back onto Repit. No one comes out. The Roar of the Slayer knocks the Rift Herald into Iron Man, by the way. The knock up onto All Shot. Force Shot going down. Proshiznis picks up with a pelt over Peacemaker. Demon Print goes back in. The Devourer will keep Proshiznis safe. He gets feared up. Chrono Break comes back. Shirani goes very low and goes down to the Time Winder. It will be 1-for-1 off Demon Print's play, but a 2-for-1 overall.
Yeah, but Iron Man, by the way, ended up getting the...
Ace in the hole actually dodged by Repit's Feather Storm there. Don't think it would have killed, but, I guess you use it anyway. A tower goes down in favor of Iron Man, by the way, thanks to the push from Gimme the Tendies in that top lane.
Oh, so it was a 4v5 that whole time.
Yes.
Yeah. But even so, Iron Man, by the way, ended up having a fairly strong showing against Deathcap for Cutie. And now Gimme the Tendies and Parallelogram are fighting.
Yep. Will just be trade back and forth. Gimme the Tendies not going to be committing super hard onto Parallelogram yet. Oh, well, I changed my mind. Blade of the Exile comes out. Wind Slash is available. Gets exhausted. He's going to have to jump away. Flash auto from Shirani. He's trying to get the Devour off. Misses the Roar of the Slayer, but there's the stun off the Tongue Lash. And he will spit her out into a knockup under tower. Parallelogram. No, he flashes the wall.
Give Me the Tendies gets away on 100 health. And meanwhile, Deathcap for Q got the Mountain Drake. Was it a Cloud Drake? I forget which one first.
It looks like it was a Cloud Drake they got. I could be wrong. Either way, they have a Mountain and a Cloud now.
Yeah.
Kawaii Sheep slowed up by the Time Winder. The King, Demon Print, and Repit here, and Kawaii Sheep has to clear this wave, but he can't get close enough. The Crystallize pushes them away. So now he does get the chance to clear out those waves.
Yeah, that inner turret sitting on about half
Wow.
health right now, so.
Okay, it's not a Rod of Ages. It's an Abyssal Mask for Kawaii Sheep. He's afraid of the King and Demon Prince magic damage, so he opts to go for a defensive Anivia build. It does still offer you the enhanced magic damage, which they're nerfing next patch, by the way.
Oh, wow.
If you didn't know, they're nerfing the range significantly, so you can't just build it on things like Anivia and Vigar. It's really more for actual tanks, because the range is going to be smaller.
I think that's still, even if the range weren't, still probably work in Kawaii Sheep's favor. Demon Print and the King are both, going to
pretty
really
close
want to
range,
be in
yeah.
there, so.
You're right. It's just less, I can build this whenever I want, so I can be a tank while also doing lots of damage. Kawaii Sheep now building toward, he has the Lost Chapter, so he will be building towards that Saris Embrace. Now give me the 10, he's going to stun up Parallelogram, get the knock up, Roar of the Slayer comes out. Summoning Smash will be only the slow on to give me the Tendies. Oh, and now the King looking for Proshiznis, going to get devoured up by Shirani just in case. Spit out now, the King going for it.
Whoa.
Throws at the Glacial Prison. There's the Rakambo in, and Repit will pick up the kill. The King dies to the tower. Infinite Duress goes down onto Repit. Featherstorm comes out. He flashes away. Kawaii Sheep, he gets a good root collar off. Flash forward for the Flash Frost. Will find the stun, and it will be a double kill for Soapy.
Ooh, somewhat of a botched dive there from Ironman, by the way. Jumping under tower and then getting caught by Soapy coming in. Shirani keeping Pro Shiznitz alive just long enough for them to stay under tower and keep aggro. Fourth shot taking aggro for most of that fight and then dying to basically the residual damage from Soapy.
Fourth shot has rushed a redemption for Rakan, whereas Shirani has rushed the locket. I think locket as a first item is okay on a lot of tank supports, but I wouldn't get locket before finishing the eye, because a locket's shield scales with your health. So just having the eye makes it so that that locket is so much more effective. It also gives you the extra ward stack. Oh, give me the tendies going on to Pro Shiznitz. He will just 90 caliber net away. As far as Rakan goes, there are kind of two schools of thought when you're playing Rakan. I had this discussion with another support in Diamond Cap recently. He likes to go for the coin build, where you go coin and you build redemption and locket. So it's just a really safe way to play it, and also very good. Oh, 4-shot, nice. Ooh. And it also, when you go redemption locket, it gives you a lot of team fight power because of those item actives. Although neither of them are at full capacity because you don't have anything stacking them. You don't have a whole lot of health for locket, and you don't have a whole lot of increased heal and shields for redemption. What I like to do is the make my ADC kill everything Rakan build, where you go Ardent Sensor so that your heals and shields give the attack speed, and then you get Zeke's Convergence, and you put it on your Xayah. And I say Xayah because you should basically never pick Rakan if you don't have Xayah. I think the champion is like just not quite good enough to pick without Xayah.
There are better picks.
Yeah. He is getting buffed though. Demon Print now getting jumped on by Soapy. There's the fear, and he
doesn't need.
Yeah, he does go down there. Now there's the stun. He spit out Procious. It's a little early, but flashes away from the Rakambo. Didn't quite have it. Yeah, so the quickness. Oh, hold on. They're Abyssal Voyaging into the back. 4-shot is going to get the knockup, but Soapy just flashes in onto him. The blue smite comes down. Unstoppable onslaught in the back. Yeah, finds two of them. Repit, they will get 4-shot out of there with a flash, and now Repit taking a lot of damage. Pills over Peacemaker, doesn't quite find him. The tower goes down. Now the King is the focus. Decimating Smash not going to land. Oh, the fear! Repit walks back into it. The King gets feared back. Exhaust goes down. There's a knockup onto 3. But they got the locket shield out from Shirani, but a Wind Slash will take them all out. Soapy gonna die to the tower as well, and give me the tendies flash out of her parallelogram. Nicely done by 4-shot and give me the tendies to get something back for that. Deathcap for Cutie though, they come in with a victory off of that one. Parallel Convergence will find No, it actually just kills him with the Z-Drive Resonance.
But the turret goes down to the corpse of Parallelogram.
Yeah, they're still chasing on Kawaii Sheep. They're going to get the Z-Drive Resonance, but he's caught in the Yordle Snap Trap after the stun. Another one after the Chrono Break. Crystallize keeps him in the Glacial Storm, and Demon Print will survive off of the Flash.
Procious did not have the mana for an ult there.
Oh, so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ardent Sensor into Zeke's Convergence on Rakan. You put it on your Xayah. You ult in, and, you know, Rakan is like the perfect champion to build Zeke's on, because his ultimate is an engage tool that puts him in the middle of the enemy team, or on whoever he's going on, obviously. And then it just, like, ignites the enemy with more damage from your Xayah, whose attack speed is buffed by Ardent Sensor. It's just really cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, that's, Zeke's Convergence is probably best on Rakan, just because he uses it before he's even close. You know, he uses it before he goes in, so he's right next to Xayah when he uses it. And, you know, sometimes if you take that off.
Oh, this is a parallel convergence. Not going to get in. He finds onto Shirani. That's a good combo! Charms up multiple members, but there's no follow. Infinite Dress. He actually found Demon Print with that. They find the Unstoppable onslaught onto Repit, who dies with the Featherstorm active. They're Abyssal Voyaging into the back, trying to catch on the 4-shot and the King, but they've got to deal with Gimme the Tendies on the back line, ready to come in and wreck their back line. But now Gimme the Tendies is the one who might be out of position. Flash for the Tongue Lash, gets over the wall. They can't find him with the fear. Oh wait, he actually goes back in onto Kawaii Sheep, and Kawaii Sheep goes down. Parallelogram will get a knockup. He gets over on the other side of the wall. Brocious is gonna channel the ace in the hole. He gets a block with the shield. Redemption not gonna be able to be used because he has to keep running. Soapy looking for the Just of the Beast, jumps in onto Brocious and stuns him up. A few more auto attacks. Brocious gets the kill.
Actually, a really good play there by Gimme the Tendies, making them chase around so they can't just, keep pushing on the king in 4th shot and maybe take a turret or something.
Deathcap for Cutie will get a Cloud Drake as a consolation prize. 2 Cloud Drakes. They've got a lot of bonus movement speed here. Actually could come into play pretty significantly.
Yeah, and as Jack was saying earlier in the other game, it is not just out of combat movement speed anymore. It's 2% in combat, 6% out of combat.
Yeah,
so
it's really quite good. With 2 stacks, you've got 4% out of combat movement speed and 12% out of combat. So that's a lot. I don't know if that's exactly how it stacks. It might not be 2 per stack. I'm gonna check.
okay, it is 4. Yeah, it's 2, 4, 6.
Ooh, that's so
That's
good.
a lot, yeah. Yeah, with 1, I think for it to actually no, just in general to break even, you need like 400 movement speed for the out of combat to stay the same.
Compared to the old Cloud Drake.
Yeah, compared to the old 25, 50, 75. But now you're getting 400 movement speed, you have the extra 25 out of combat, and then you have like whatever it is. Like
Yeah, the 2%. It's
I can't do math, it's
8.
late.
It's 8%.
Yeah,
Which is
you get
a
the
lot.
extra 8 in combat.
8%
Per
movement
stack.
speed is pretty good. Or sorry, not 8%. 8 movement
flat
speed.
movement speed.
That's actually pretty good.
But, like,
that
right now
can
they're
be
doing
the
16.
That can be the difference between being hit by parallel convergence or not. That can be the difference between a maximum range recombo or not. Yeah, so like Rakan's hitbox during the quickness is actually a lot smaller than it used to be. Back when he was first released, you could like sort of like randomly barely nick the guy with the recombo and get him. Now you actually have to hit him a little bit more.
Yeah, because it used to be like that full spiraling particle that surrounds him when he ults, but now it's just actually his hitbox.
Yeah. Oh man, I miss old Rakan. He's actually going not for the team. He's going for what I call Enchanter Rakan build, where you go both the Ardent and the Redemption. The thing is though, oh, there's the Infinite Duress. He's gonna go in onto the King, but actually it's interrupted. The Rakambo finds Pro Shiznitz, and Repit will rip him apart. Shirani trying to get him out of there. He flashes after getting spit back out, but it will possibly mean Shirani dies here. Doesn't even get the great health off. Redemption comes through. The King gonna flash away. Takes the ace in the hole. Soapy gonna get taken down very low. Double kill over to Repit. Now the Unstoppable Onslaught was used. Parallelogram in the fight now. Gimme the 10. He's going very low. Will die to a headshot from Pro Shiznitz, but there's the Feather Storm being used. Repit gonna get headshot. The Roar of the Slayer comes through. He's slowed. Pulls over Peacemaker, not gonna find him. He 90 caliber nets forward, but he cannot find the kill.
Oh.
2 for 2 on both sides.
But Iron Man, by the way, is going to have to back off, although there isn't a minion wave pushing. There's not much that Deathcap for Cutie can get off of this. Can't really get the they can't get the Baron without Soapy, and actually no, there is a minion wave pushing top on that untaken top tier 1 tower.
Yep.
So they could just get that.
This is a pretty close game. It's still 3 towers to 3. A small lead for for Iron Man, by the way, just due to the CS discrepancy between Gimme the Tendies and Parallelogram. But you've got 3 dragons for Deathcap for Cutie. Baron is going to be sort of contested around here. Parallelogram going to take a recall in the top lane as 4-Shot comes to clear out some vision. Shirani not going to let him do it without getting licked a few times. Gotta be careful here. The King is there.
Yeah, so on Parallelogram Scion, we are not seeing the Banner of Command that I think 1, maybe 2 other Scions today. I forget how many Scions there have been, but I remember 1 specifically. They got the Banner of Command, and that was, still very good with the Baron buff. And I believe Scion in question was against like it was the OGR game, but it was a Scion versus a Maokai, and that Maokai trying to clear Baron or banner-empowered minions was funny to watch. But
Oh,
I'm guessing
yeah.
Gimme the
Poor
Tendies will
Maokai.
have Gimme the Tendies will have a much easier time clearing
Yeah, for
clearing
sure.
a banner minion.
Tongue Lash gonna be used just to clear off the King's passive.
Now we're just seeing kind of a dance around this mid lane, waiting for minions to come in.
Ironman, by the way, they have a lot of faith in Give Me the Tendies' ability to split push, but also the ability to join the team. He's popped the Yomus, he's looking, he flashes on the Proshis, it's a good devour from Shirani, but it will not matter, he spits him back out. Give Me the Tendies, the wind slash, will it be enough? No, but it will be the quickness that takes him down. The egg comes out, the Seraphs comes out, Kawaii Sheep doing what he can, he's alive! The Ignite will get him! But here's to go, Parallel Convergence in, Demon Print taking the shield, Parallelogram, zoning gets Rep It with a Decimating Smash, Z-Drive Resonance will get, Demon Print out, Featherstorm comes through, that's a good two-man route, but he's got no damage to follow up. It's a 1-for-2 in favor of Iron Man, by the way, plus the tower.
Great team fight for Iron Man, by the way. Gimme the Tendies coming in, flashing onto the carry. That's what they needed to do. Get rid of Pro Shiznits early in the fight, and rest of the dominoes fall like a house of cards.
Shirani getting jumped up by Demon Print now, and it will be a stun onto Soapy, so he cannot help his support. Now he's got to run for his life, because Demon Print, he's got the Z-Drive Resonance, he's got a red buff as well, and then Parallelogram just standing in the middle of 3 members of Iron Man, by the way, uses the Blast Cone, trying to get out. He doesn't have the Unstoppable Onslaught, gonna have his Decimating Smash interrupted as well, and it will just be Demon Print turning around to help his team pick up the kill.
Soapy did get away, though.
Ooh, Rapid go! Oh! Ace in the hole, blocked by Gimme the Tendies. Took a few autos from Parallelogram as well as the Pelt over Peacemaker from Pro Shiznits. That ace in the hole had to be blocked or he would have died.
So now Iron Man, by the way, is going back, and the third Cloud Drake of the game is actually up right now. Although I'm guessing both teams will be turning their sights toward Baron a little.
Yeah. Oh, Soapy actually Jaws of the Beasted onto the Baron. I don't think he meant to do that. Just trying to clear out the control ward.
Although there is still one in the pit for Iron Man, by the way.
Yep. Okay, so the King has actually picked up himself a locket. Gonna allow Fourth Shot to just be an Enchanter support with Engage Power. He actually has a third.
For Mikhails?
I guess so. That's like the only other thing that the Forbidden Idol goes into, so I don't really care for that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
I think at this point it's better off to just go for the Locket or the Zeeks for more damage, but now you've got Iron Man, by the way, just starting on this Baron. They're not taking it super fast. It's only about half right now. They've got no Mountain Drakes, and now here comes all of Deathcap for Cutie. Infinite Dress doesn't land. Soapy not going to get a Fear off, and Deathcap for Cutie, they force them off of the Baron, but the Baron is still leashed. Deathcap for Cutie taking it. They're going to pick it up. It is secured. The Deathcap for Cutie, but that's a 3-man parallel convergence. The quickness is coming through. Rapid is free autoing. He gets the first kill of the fight. They take out Soapy. Kawaii Sheep gonna get egged and he's gonna go down. His Parallelogram is popped as well. Actually, Kawaii Sheep did not get egged. He flashed out. Parallelogram is the one who dies. A 2-4-0, but the Baron to Deathcap for Cutie.
Yeah, that's really going to hinder their pushing power here. It's going to be much easier to defend, although it's still going to be somewhat of a chore for Deathcap for Cutie to save their base from Iron Man, by the way.
Trying to do some damage. Headshots still hurt though, especially with that last Whisper.
Yeah, the inner turret goes down in the top lane, and meanwhile, Gimme the Tendies is taking the bottom inner turret, which is going to go down as well. 2 seconds until Soapy is up, and Parallelogram will also be up soon. They can go back and try and make something happen with this Baron buff.
As it is right now, though, it was a pretty large swing back in favor of Iron Man, by the way. Now there's 6 towers to 3 with a 7k gold lead. Gimme the Tendies might be found here. Soapy just Jaws of the Beast onto him, but it will not use the Infinite Duress.
Shiznit's taking the red buff and just backing. There's not much that can be done at this stage of the game. That top turret, which is still an outer turret, they don't really have the map pressure to go up there and get it. They don't have that many wards on the map as well, which makes it much harder, even with 3 Cloud Dragons, to rotate and take turrets effectively.
So, Fourth Shot must have heard me because he sold his Forbidden Idol for a Aegis of the Legion. Now, that could be anything, honestly. That could be a Zeke's, that could be a Locket, that could be the Righteous Glory builds out of that still.
Yes. It could be a Banner of Command.
Oh yeah, and or a Banner Command. Any of those things could be a possibility for 4-shot. They're all very good items on Recon.
Yeah.
I imagine it'll probably be the Locket. Since you've got Ardent Sense of Redemption, you do have that increased shielding and healing that makes it so that it's okay to build Locket even if you're not building a whole lot of health right now. You do already have a Locket on the King though, so I could be wrong.
Yeah. I think after a Locket, it would probably be well, should be a Zeke's, I would say, but it's probably going to be a Banner, just in that kind of position where the next time a Baron comes up, they can in a team fight and take it, and that Banon minion is going to be a lot more powerful. I mean, it's going to be powerful enough that it warrants buying the item, basically. Especially in cracking this.
Ooh, oh, they might have caught out Shy Ronnie, catch him with the Glacial Prison. He's gonna flash away to avoid the parallel convergence. Proshiznitz gets flashed on! Give me the tendies! And he gets QSS's the stun and gets out, but there's the quickness under 3! Rapid is unloading with the auto attack. Soapy is the first one to fall. Parallel convergence will stun up 2! They spit out Kawaii Sheep straight into a stun. They catch the egg with the knockup. Parallelogram gonna go down as well, and Proshiznitz left for a second, and he comes back to his base on fire.
It's like that bit in Community where Donald Glover goes to get the pizza and he comes back and he sees his whole house in flames.
Oh yeah, but give me the tendies. She's getting a lot of autos. Flash Arctic Assault from the King. Proshiznitz stunned up, and give me the tendies will just follow with the damage, and it will be the ace for Ironman, by the way.
And with 20 seconds left on any member of Deathcap for Cutie, I think this is going to be the game in favor of Ironman. The first Nexus turret goes down, the second one soon to follow. And here we go, the Nexus starts going down, and they are going to take victory over Deathcap for Cutie.
Yep, Ironman, by the way, will progress to 5-2, basically guaranteeing themselves a spot in playoffs. Now, they've still got 2 more games to play to determine where exactly. Yeah, so, you know, good on them. Deathcap for Cutie sitting at 3-4, not a bad position. They still have a lot of opportunities. If they win 1, then they have a chance of getting to playoffs. If they win the next 2, then they're guaranteed a spot. We'll have to see how it progresses, but at the end of the day, those are all of the Platinum Cap games.
Yeah.
That is also the end of Week 7 as a whole. A little bit late. We know normally we do it on Mondays. OKLCS Spring 2018 Week 8. Gold capped on Sunday at 1. Diamond capped on Sunday at 6, and then Platinum capped on hopefully Monday at 6. Hope to see you there. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good evening, and hope to see you for the remaining streams.